do to me vivien me chemi ho bedona emeto hecho egbonye yonde kule ASP de la commander de la Agla. Good morning to you. I understand you listen to Global FM a lot, so Miedo and D now. And then let me say a special one to the Evangelical Royal Generation Church members and their leader, Apostle Lazarus Kobla Dokla, the young old man who never gives up. Good morning to you and all the members and all churches who, you know, in one way, all right, so me penya slandia de mejema adonku ndejina mi echo enye September penkeke blavelia menye be wana to hedeleji no genya adaklutola lia right tanenye be azandu duoleji mi amegedo mi ano gbogbolobe yomelendeke kpo ola zade du ndeke meleji yo Nimenyanka tutu mijibe ne yono pokpo ne yono sese apanya be wola zandu alomela zandu if egbebe yima kodo kyo koko de azandu dumo. When celebrations are ongoing, you hear people say, oh, there's nothing happening, the town is too down, no activity and other things you have been saying. For a celebration, a festival, apo global ide deba series of activities to mark the festival celebration. Chonke kegbantoji kosra de si and dem woduo wona de dadanyi benowa ko wanye azolenzozo hena azan pe nkeke mamle dudu mieva efo fure tepereka segbedasi ovuko akaka ayide apeme tandia de may have another long weekend. For you to feel that anytime celebrations so legit jagbaba icha iko idokwi koko de wona deme no be ole de view pen keke dude make time and go no be bobo botole bobo fula fide de oche jagbane nayi no be so he ole abo fula fide alo amechichi ode ha da fide lende wode oche kodokwi ode menena ayi obole nyonu open kekedu enu de ke mele ikodo ko ayo nyonu open keke nyonu mayo nchocho mayo devio sohel mayo kemi mi no yin da femele gbogbolobe azandu le gbon me betefa odo yiva ponu yele ji le gbon ma fenya we gbon mefa o la feme hin tu hole do ki onu ela wa pia nya we gbon me khojo alefa ta egbenye fida ya meva nyanui kikochi nami mele enyanui adanui do be long weekend ke shouldn't go wasted oche dole ho me vide echile jaja ho me fa ba dojo ho wan me de jo ho wan me no dore hihe afvo miele wole ho me ne dore hihe avwa jo na me wo atono fofura fido ocho nya bu no gboko apo wala me jo ho ko agere wala me zereka me dobe va no afide ke na no aha na wa gudu ka ko che dole ho me vide bolo de viewe ne mi ado yo sro mi aglo no jirado mga do ka baisliti ya ka no jirado ne mi ayi ko mi ache mi zo yo enu ade kede mele wo no wo ko ayi yo kemi ne mi peta ko be azade kemele jiyo ekele fifia ya eteza obe teza na fa eteza na de keme fa ta me de kuku ndikede akpo mele gbetere egbe fida eye enu aga nyu ale gbegbe joda gbeje ganye holiday. So you make use of the Friday night, make use of the Saturday night, you make use of the Sunday morning and Sunday night. So Sunday morning you're going to church to thank God, and then in the evening you are going out with your family. African Hill Hotel, where every Saturday live band energy. Akpolo for me tokoyo mi adrafo. I say havivi, maybe I do me add the photo. Make memories, document your life, create your own memories. One talk way awe, okay? Azo adewa gbeka ome. Akponu yeyede, asenya yeyede. Akeno le hwame kono. le kwa me ko no oba ba me je nya na me o ameko cho le gbo me yi le gbo me che me je nya na o it depend ale iko koyi and the things you want to do that day ndi amele un sendo amesia me be mi oche mi adovire ademojakela. The life is short. You are new. The old people, they are gone. Midio. And when you're the new one, if you have a way galagbe. That as you have life day, you don't know what tomorrow may bring. Megana maone bia sebeche oko agbeko. As never jovo ababia sebeche oko agbeko. Ava not tafula chedo. No. So let's do the right thing. Go to the right places. Engage with the right people. And come back home. That's what I'm saying. When you go out there, the category is always choose wisely. Everything you go out there to do, it should be in moderation. Mega work bomo, but there's too much of everything is bad, and there is time for everything. So when the time comes for you to live that life, just live it. And if the time comes, and I don't even know why the guys were only giggling when I was speaking. I'm not igniting that fire in them. That today after work, no for Gani, I want to see you guys in town. I'll be roaming everywhere.
You don't dinner.
You might hug me.
Turula and dinner will water. Walker. What them?
Wow, don't know what I on do.
Bojirao, Amadesilu.
They don't hug.
They don't hug.
Yes,
if she offers you a handshake, you take it, but you don't offer.
Hey,
Amadesi, you don't know who is watching. Like Charlie, the feelings no they do me well.
What is wrong?
One better do it. I feel
okay. You have a point there. It could be.
Hey, do as a guy to go by as a far.
I don't love my my lonely get bombe fa. I realize the AC bombe fa. All la formula baji avec bombe fa.
Ya no vio de yo kwa beko. Bombe pete fa for la baji ben bombe fa. Oh no.
Like you know, some of them like our quiet, you know.
Aside that, everyone likes their quiet whatever. But sometimes sometimes.
Talk to me directly.
Oh.
Talk to me directly. Oh, true. Like me. No. Friends even sometimes become disappointed. Me I mean plan noir time. Those are level excuse now. Go out small, Charlie. Go out, meet new people, make new friends. By myself there, Charlie. My friend is my bed and my food.
Introvert.
I'm telling you. Not really an introvert. Yeah, I'm not. But I like to just enjoy my silent. I'm a chetiem kaba.
I can't do azadi do he ame do la home. Azado he ame do.
Ele wa he wo.
When we are do.
Activity me lo chief up me gbo. Ele gbo me. Tano me yiva pe ole wa nya bende leji alo de kimale.
Vivi se say he de azan o de.
Henya vivi se say.
Na labere.
Azan se vivi.
As you na labere adide wa do de sugar.
No, ele ko azan o. Leke o do azan.
But I think is if you don't have friends, you don't make a lot of friends, you cannot enjoy it.
I got the problem I have the festival can when I bet time new frame distance too much.
It's not just this festival, it's to other festivals so pete kule.
Okay.
But the ko ekenye current one yele miagbola nyigba kejimile le doa le taya me ko do ko there is another activity tomorrow which is the Adaklu Mountain High. We shouldn't leave it for the SHS. Then the SHS leave it. Like you do.
They are warning you. Obe you avolo you gboro.
We overdo.
They are warning you that they are here. Those of you who are married, protect and secure your husbands.
Hey.
Warning.
Is this what we've got?
Really? These are under 17, under 18-year-old girls. Video check.
Even if it's under crowd, is that your priority
the
after completing school?
Video. Tajora mi egbe kimi lo dopo home.
Like you're thinking about.
These were the things that you were waiting for. mamuno bokaba kwa ma kwa meresro mamuno bokaba kwa ma kwa meresro
or target
Ghana here
prophet preach on
Ghana 2025 small girls obe yo wavola yo but they are coming for your husbands torulawe
I saw some of
them
these are
2000
future leaders our future our children's future wives
they give me jincho 2000 95 year no 95 probably got 2000 2000 and 2003 5 year ready
2003
o le kakade miasoro wan obe yo wa dokpo vo encho ta yo gbova pe miasoro we yo akowele miasi miaviewe kimilo kenya mi china apo iskuo
we go to see fiem
kenya ya mi china de viewe apo iskuo o ngo dokpo vo obe yo gbo miasoro ko pe
and prompting the parents the young lo paper vo to overdo gbo a you were here question
overdo
you know yesterday I met one woman I asked of her daughter I didn't even know she finished her paper yet.
overdo yo no okay eya wa beresoro
all the clearance wala poji mo
onto anyere
headmaster do ara
me chale poji for
principal
lagba for
2 years and over
clearance
chega joy
lagba for le lagba jara 3 days le ko ya gbo back me
when those time people were after the last paper mojo ya
me
when we started am open chop was play drunk ojo
bereke o ngo do po phone dey na so o call video wa so today is 2025 me akolo me to me like you can go and take your flex from somewhere else gakegbe 2025 me akoko me asoro wele me asi
but it's bad you know
oh yes on a more serious note
it's becoming a trend anytime they finish their paper you see some of them making making those videos, passing these comments. You can make jewo interview there. They go and fish out that video and show it to you. Can you benka? Oh my,
not do you. The opportunity has been taken away from
you. This time they cannot be controlled. I mean, by timing, seasoning. They want to explore. I'm okay. You use for some time now.
You see.
You for freedom.
You're vacating, staying home 3 months.
Yeah, like this is freedom. If you allow you that they can now fix nails. You have to makeup. If you have that you get a bomb maybe on the streets. That you don't work, but you go work more. That kind of feeling whether we are breaking the chain, we are breaking the prison lab. Hello, man. That will explore adventure.
That's another step.
On a more serious note, guys. I've been wondering, at that point of the young girl's life, 18, 17 years, Fika susuma actu agedo tamebela. Ne yo dokpo voin. Nuclear yo tameki.
Oh, Kofi. Holo si le school.
So
let's have a more focused discussion on these matters.
Look how today, like you said, they have friends.
Today,
among them, what did they discuss?
We may just see it as girls finishing school and being carried away by the feeling of not having to wake up, prepare for school, read and all of those ones.
We are back and we are going to do this, we are going to do that. It's only the ladies, and not to say that me bolo, me did dona, me va wolo.
Let's have that conversation. Parents, teachers. All those who are involved in nurturing, grooming and training, let's do this. I'm just wondering this is
the time we have girl empowerment programs that they are visiting them on campus every now and then, camping them, educating them. People are telling them their life stories, how their lives were, the things they have been through, and how they were able to make it to where they are currently.
To the extent
and
that
these things are not changing their mindset.
And to the extent that they've not
their mindset.
They've not kept it in their mind, so they have confidently and boldly published it in videos. We should be worried.
So the thing is that they view the social media. Any SHS video, TikTok, social media influencer, they're highly influenced. Because all are addicted to it and they want to live the same life they are on social media. So they want to go out, they want to experience that all the feeling that they had on the social media. That one problem, any social media handle you go know, but you cannot stop them. You see, the phone is for everybody. You cannot say they shouldn't use it. If you have gotten a good training at home, no matter the influence, people they see their life cannot affect you.
I agree with you.
It cannot affect you.
To affect you.
I agree
Maybe
with you.
mild.
It will be mild, yeah.
Let's
no matter what it is.
The video we are talking about today, school Odo school. I will me whole no apple video. I think we should be able to identify that.
What should we do?
First step. No, hold on. First step. We can say the video is from the voter room because of the language. Then we can actually look out and see whether we can trace the school based on the uniform. We can talk to them. You have all juju, but we can use the video to demonstrate breakdown of discipline among that cohort of students, even as we talk to their juniors. At least 1 out of 10 would actually be that instrument of change that hopefully could also influence others positively. Let's not take this thing lightly. There are many others that are happening that are not recorded. Today we are talking about this one because we have seen the records of it. Let's help ourselves. If one guy can make you happy, imagine having 5. Happiness overdose, happiness galore. We cannot do this. Yes,
they said that.
No, not in that particular video. There's another one that I've seen.
Several videos on social media when they just speak, like what the president said the other time.
That's scary. I mean,
the new media.
Yes,
everyone is speaking phone, recording
whatever they want.
Yes, 17 years.
But you work so. But we
it's getting more serious than we boom this morning.
Boys tend to be more responsible when it comes to such conduct as compared to women. We have seen these videos all the time.
And I'm saying we still
how many times how many times have you seen videos of guys misconducting themselves like that, even define their own body or their own selves on video as compared to ladies?
It's ladies.
No point to be aware.
You said this mountain hike that will be happening tomorrow. The guys will be in joggers.
Yes,
they are covered up.
Yes,
in their t-shirts with their towels around their neck. The ladies will be in
their skinky dresses,
showing everything that they are behind.
No, when the young guys see those things, they like it too.
I'm telling you,
they like it.
Yes, but at the end of the day, Charlie, you are before me personally, you are devaluing yourself and you are denigrating yourself, because you know why? Something that is supposed to be sacred and protected. See those things before you can see them, before you can have access to them, you have to walk miles. But for me, then who is the custodian, the protector of those assets? That
when you are going for search, then at Tavo, nobody should even ask that question. No doa would they? You know how to cover up. You know how to cover up. There are going to be a lot of eyesore.
I get precious nature. This is value. Then you self with that. You're okay. No.
The new generation they are living in a different world.
Oh no.
New generation. Use your sense of reasoning.
They are in a different world.
Yeah, I may open coin chichia o suku tomi o glomero. Oh, many suku. Chichia only. When you go, just go. Just go. So that when we are saying some of these things, go and see it for yourself. chichia o leme chichia hohua o leme oto edahi o leme no set example na de your as of your bone feeling me they are young
you will have to tell you if na the fear way
mele chichio we are not aging we are not growing no go and cut down their hair or go and dye their hair
no put like 50 gakela
neat looking like a 45-year-old exposing everything
Kasongo
popede so the view chau ta make I chichina no vie gbebe de no dey there bubudoku ye no you don't see men when they go for this wasking or whatever
Exposing.
the massage wope now there are this kind of massage nyama over do fifia that you have to naked yourself I mean wow massage basa is only the ladies I mean the wasking wo oko camera dadeji we are seeing everything clearly and you don't see men exposing their two dyes and everything well.
but you know body fifie day obe is an asset your body la see we aya oko odo abrobe that is where they advertise and get money from na your be do the more fifie but do brow just do some single they do short then kokoko amara to be obon kode na obe number her number vola anu boleji igbe from that period ta okwa bella is an asset you ga zube we ka body fire de gala see we go fe bella we la eduloto you are going to get a lot of investors who have azam so we are going to take from here
obenu kuku la fere fi okpa kangale aro menya kanga me bola jio no
bola jio no yeah
so when they are rushing you this same men so
understand.
it's guys that are speaking this same men if you go to men and you still ask them about your kind of dressing they don't like it.
Oh yeah, they will not like
you, the fact is
they
that
just want to have
hang around
fun
with you, but
for
still
a period.
they don't like it.
They don't like
Yaki Machina, Walter and I today we would like to spend time with those girls. Like they look beautiful.
Tantalizing.
I don't want to use those words. They look good. Of course, if you expose for us to see, we'll see and we'll determine whether they look good or not. And to that, for that matter, we'd like to have some time with you. Take you to the club. You know, do things in the streets and all of those ones. At the end of the day, we'll leave you there and go for the relatively unknown, the relatively silent ones to keep at home.
You come back crying that my wife is not even beautiful.
Yes, I need more than
I have big buttons.
Yes.
I have this
and that. I need more than what you have shown me in the streets for my home. I want to make a home. Like a home where everything starts and ends. I want somebody who would actually be able to keep such a home for me, and not you that I've met in the streets in the hotel. No, I'm not saying that. This is not to denigrate anyone.
Oh, but that's the reality.
But I'm saying that
that's the fact.
Be careful and cautious of the way you project yourself to the outside world.
It's just too much.
It is too much.
It's too much. I mean, me here, me
overdoing it.
And you see,
it's getting worse by day.
If we do it, I don't think there can be anything that we can do about it.
Today,
we can.
At this time. Some parents are not even minding their children what they wear outside.
Now what is happening is the new curricula. They view they want to start certain things with them. Local morality, you know. But
the RML
curriculum and they are starting with the VOA so that the next generation mindset and the way of saying things, their behavior, attitude, refine.
We need to be very conscious about that, because
that will be the best.
Where we are currently requires such efforts or interventions. There is also the fear that it may not even work, because these things that are happening are influencing young people, you know, at the speed of light. Before we can take even action on that, we need to do this. All the bureaucracies will have to be exhausted. See, today, do you know that Ghana doesn't have any social media policy? We don't have a social media policy in Ghana. That, you know, on social media, this is how you can behave. That on social media, these are sites that are accessible to minors. You know, we don't have such things here in our country, and so it is like you know, everything goes kind of thing. so it is not the best. We need to regulate and caution and censor ourselves. Mercy, but we will see it like this by the time we know. Like morality.
It starts from
getting out of hand. Me be the enova le gogolo amama de die. Me amama de die de eba le gogolo. Nka nchuo ya wa umela mama de ami egbo hele mi kro mi le dodo. He mi nchu kro nyon oko ya ma wo. Ne mi doi. Che jofe yo ya o me donu adenu de sian de dada mi le popo akpo o nonomeo. Akemi oya mi akpo no me kaka we another lady garo me chene ekpo no ade e ga nyo wi na wale gbegba gbogbo eke ya ga wo ewu ni.
Oh yeah, abado na de deal le abado chobe susu conscious fi o do e la o ga po nakedness as nakedness o pe abe normal dressing yo le. I mean when you wear short do le du ka gbele lo that me come be advice like what are you saying? This is just short, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't this is just I'm not wearing bridge, I don't ka gbele lo. You see, those kind of people like Obesusu are fixed in one direction. So before you move those people out of that direction, are not very serious. Problem is, if you are a girl, young girl SHS, LS school, my boyfriend bought me a phone. My boyfriend bought me this. That I alone for none of you, my boyfriend has done this. So that child will also want to go there and get those things through a boyfriend. And just surrender herself just like that. But it be a iPhone, it be a key. So influence me I look back.
Me be the vie do le ope agbono no la feme level. Eke wa no le poji level. Alo eke wa no le gbome level. Gake mi ma aga have this kind of conversation at de mi lemo. Abe mi ame do de mi awenye mi le what mi abe what to encourage la bonya le popo na mi. Sigbe whole dress and nyale pokpona mi. Nu yo cover la femme va one touch at your age that time think pota matan fo nu ko 12. Like enye fudede enye nu blanu nya onye winyonya is an iso.
Begbele moji
Be me ano nu yo po ano nu komne because of what is fashion is a trend.
It's a trend.
Over system.
We will let you
Omeye obo yo. Sigbo no gbolo na mi de fi meke. Obe mese Willie ne mese Wivado de wakpole Nana Blouse alo Bishop Herman Johnson akpo mese Willie Bishop Herman Johnson
Kalombo to foku side elefi fojo ni ball side elefi
tade enya yo pete abido sese de fi amo fa feme ano yo sell feme amede fa feme le gbogbolo na vie mese wi eli enya ka omiga le gbogbolo na mia view lately na mia yire SS ko fi abe even JSS scrap but sometimes you see their haircut they are into bleaching and they don't smell good at all because the cream they are using many cream kwasi de ko weche wonyo ta o mumu ale gbegbo fe to ha o mumu o mele chile nwero no no open nya chi now I'm not even talking about guys now.
Oh but we don't care our one box sachet that you can even use for 3 weeks ma bon. Well, we like it.
Me viole nyonu amedo fe tribe nyonu enyo fe sika. Nyomi atore nu kai nyonu vale nyenye fifie mega manye ndeko we nyonu osonli nyonu obo nyonu oli 2 cedi toli 20 cedi toli 50 cedi toli.
All you have to do is just go on social media then you see free videos.
Amede le video nage when you send them money and you send video. Hey.
That's just like that. Let them go better like Gapo too, man. So what they are doing, investment in me.
And don't you make a ball.
I don't know.
And don't you? Oh, mas I'm telling you, don't let wako.
Okay, me got all the war.
Oh,
so wasting your time like that.
Jilao, I started this. I was even encouraged when me even akponu. Me bulebe, let me do the here hachocho level for me akpo. But still encourage that you go out and entertain yourself, feed your eyes, okay, let your eyes see different things, socialize, network, and go out with your children, be going out with them, give them the exposure, go out with them, give them the exposure, call them for forme, your view for forme, then na iPhone now, view nyonuvi, view nchuvi, mia iPhone, enu yo leji yim de Ghana nyak blomile. Echoncho de egbe hemile jajira do pete wo be chomenenyo re amenyo kwata no nu be chome aga anyo akene menye amenyo o ma tan anono wenu na mi echo ope nono me ope jajarado plenu sianu tababla apeme obeya ocho mata nglobe enyama ya mi adeda tanzi kede mi dakpena mi be mi doto la be nyo hele ablo ojide wala gbo so apa kaka mi ko le sole o meche geda mi ko le sole o meche gedo eye kosira gbedo de o ya gbo be mega iche choko na no Johnson de alo Johnson nano Johnson de alo nana blouse de nana blouse de ko nano church la opo
nana blouse nyeche
runabout no nana blouse de nano opo no le female you ask I want to plan me now. You ask a lot of questions.
The pastor is not complaining. The pastor they watch the thing they enjoy.
You want the members to.
It's not complaining.
You want the members to diminish.
Diminish how? But do you know how those kind of dressings are actually attracting more people into the church?
I'm more blast, man. Let me borrow mine. Let me borrow my apostles' word. I'm not blasting. I'm watching Chingam and Fekule be a cocoa
blasting. Oh, Charlie.
Okay, where is here for now?
Interesting.
FDA told over your fiancé. Let me throw for me about EG.
But maybe a quick one. Which of the Asogli Yam Festival activities is your favorite?
So far.
The healing of the yam. That is where you see all kinds of things.
Yes, I got another. But if we encouraged, like, but you can go whole lunch. I don't want. Oh, we quite very much don't kuji. Talk be I think that's Ajinakle also.
True. Dometo.
Ebe yo de kuku.
Oui.
Be yo mega ji mama wu de ko.
Do agbote abeva.
Abono do awu.
Oh, Charlie, you people, if I talk
be on wall, talk be on
good turn away.
And what talk be on
Obetea.
Taube yo de kuku.
No, obetea. You see sometimes talk be in dinner. Talk be ya nude.
Our lunch for the phone the talk about the tepe.
Oh, okay.
Your phone was fine for day. Your chemical bloody.
You better you may like you are. I know some of them will like it. I know some of them will like it. See, don't disagree with me. And you better you causing them. Oh, all the talk about hate is sick body. I'm sure some of them will enjoy it. See, the other day when we went to Amfuega,
which of them?
They didn't tell you. We went to Amfuega. Talk about Jiga. Messi bodo mo boy mi. Me do I don't want to talk about Jiga. Some of your other chiefs maybe enjoy this. And you are sucking them. See, they may be angry with you, but they will not express it. That mean they could have been talking before you speak on behalf of the rest of the talk base la. Hear from them.
Talk don't like it.
Talk don't like it. Thank you very much.
That's another conversation for another day. If you want to talk about the bobo we are having lately, I mean, the bobo, the man lime ko fufu ona ga ke lime fufu la lime fufu me.
Ekede, ekpe, ya fufu le. Ekpe, ya fufu me lime fufu lo.
Somebody wants to join the conversation. We decided not to activate the phone line for a reason. Hello, good morning.
Okay, Agbomoka.
Okay, me to like here.
Oh, tawo do makpanya ho akaji.
Enya le popo na ojawa.
Oh. Where you go? Oh, tanya wa ko fi ya damo. Apo lo fo bamara nya je. Ayo ko fi nya do fine. Abire. Ayo ko fi ko ma ayo na sa ko fi nya ra. Ayo o la bi nya ho. Ta, yo ko fi ma bo ta no dia ro. Awo to nya no no ni to asa ko mara. No ma. Is that you?
Yes.
Apo ya vi o kalifiare. Unto agbonya gere o na pe a. Agbe o to ka pe mu damage o. Any cause na. Ayafi a. Ngbe mo gere a. O pataka ko como denta. Na nya be do bi no. Aje ba nya benya na nya di o tu pe susuwa. Echome gberi Mogamanya Nabaka Anu, a German Poconco. Could be Bunara Tagia for no for I told you. Kata manyo kata abala kudamo gomenu. Ema gobe togiara obo tomo abao. Uro obo kaka biaje bere akpomo ami akpomo. Isa len kurenwa ayinwa gararo elemela wa lokumi ko benema ado yona maro emodo yona maro nkata wona nyakata sia akpana.
Nyona o ha akpana o. Ewe edoto ewe eyo edenu oh mmevuga fo gboro de ko mbebi gbegbe ya mi gbole na mi na mi ase na mi awo me ndo na mi to kuku de mi for McLean
anya ko mi o te ni nya do ma family ni ala mi ngame ni to ko pomo ko duama atwa mo ko di lo ko le ngbo no ni lo fu wo ma Uma peruji logo o ngbetu to ni ovo ni ko mi yama tu ni kan go bona tadi especially ni bi keta ni bute je jama se go bi de kemele ni asio abale ke se ni na to bi o si cha no pomo al mo mna ba ja de ko da ba ja mama sa ta fa te ya to part ko na ba mo to ko ko ba mo to Ajé da kan ya ko na wa se the Christian isa jijo
papa
mama da den dia ko kan na fada mi kan ya fi la ma se la bo ni na bo toma ni mama ka wo ni ma de digo ma ya la be mi akoko le su la ko fi o fo ku ba ni ya no fi o bo le su ko bla no no ma no ro yo ba na broji a de ku na du a lo de ku su ko wa we ko su ba to ma ga wo ga kan mi no wo ma aji ko ga no bye bye
yo enyanya le jiku na miga ko be mesia me okwo jina enya agbemeye enwona medewe menwona amedo tai ke nwona wa ya voga ka keji lao ndia mile enya to bobe afido eva de nuko ga kemenye nuko nyayo menya le popo mele nyanwire ke gblo le mia wonti o nyonu vi otoko ele no bla no wanam alegbegbe la benche nyonu menyo ne mega kpo mi o fe de wede avovodo fo de nyeji ta me pe nyaselaw mi ahola enu fafia cho mi pe do pe yike kpo mi pe la mese atike kle mi pe la mese menya ndudu akla atike nya oji nye FDA yowe ele mi agbo ndia mene wa awonu medede na mi kude World Patient Safety Day, World Patient Safety Day. And when we jibe ne mia alevuda leke wa be patient ne nke ya de leke wa ko adevi na we da mi ho me fe amepepe cho edo fe ya yike enye apeto goka gameli cho FDA do fe me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome for.
Welcome for. We have for.
Me for.
All right.
Oje ponu wa.
Well, sometime.
All right. World Patient Safety Day. Yeah. Yang we be mi apo no le ndike.
Yeah.
All right. So dem le ngebe mi afa nya sela ndike am wa va ye kwa mdo le je doko chosebo World Patient Safety Day. Ya odu azan, halo ya lazan dugbe. Nuka pezan dudu ya onye halo nuka komesese ka le beneva na me ke mese enya ya pe edekekpon.
All right, akpeta me do agbendi na mi ape nyasala okata. Ta na mi be World Patient Safety Day enyen keke the World Health Organization duanyi ikebe lenkeke magia mi funanu kude nu kemiawo be dono nano dedie zigede nemi hospital or hospitals are supposed to be safe havens for us. Let me appelle à mes blancs, let me ya. Fima mi pona doyole. Gake nous me kukuba de fiabe. Sometimes let me call dia nano ta jona. Ikemeyam menye do amadeka do drill. Menye doctor do drill ben man no jode mi ajo. Abe evo yona nebe hospital acquired infection so. Ata ikoji ke network bona ke ko dolele bubu kogbe alo yevoyo na nebe medication error so atike ke lobe no akona wa don dosage ke lobe na no alo abososo me ke lobe na no ameke le corner whatever or mistake blonabo na ni in a different way alo atike ke lobe na akona amebubu atike mabazito alo atai ko ji ko don ole surgery now ko error adejo ke eba gbin le mu ta the WHO wa pebe 17th September of every year la mi kona mon popo akofunu kude mi kemi awobe dono na no de die na mi mi apekoje. So basically that's what the World Patient Safety Day is about.
Okay. All right. So mi akpo nenye betanya ikenwe otu nkekepe azando.
All right. Epe ya mi le zooming in on the view newborn so etanya la le obe safe care for every newborn and every child. Na magbele obe belele de dina VGG de siade play David de siade. A slogan came called the enyabe patient safety from the start.
Okay. So ne ike olenku lemde the view no just the over the fear be the view nengebo yikonjia over le at risk le medication ikemejebe wako now over now wako ikojia ga ko infection ko bova pemede le vajebe ever legible the view me wu amachichu atai.
Okay, this time around me zooming on the view probably the view are very vulnerable. Statistics so senior to that extent about children. Okay. General statistics are senior, but the view are vulnerable. The view get the open immune system, so well developed. The view get the no ikodia omenyabe ne yoka sinukengwa ata hekuhia devenao no let ne omop te pare te fiale weta. The view omenyabe te fiale weta. They could just run and then fall down. That me the bemia afunu kude the view this time around because people all are more vulnerable and nana jodo jia consequences so all are very alarming. For instance, ne the other no atika da ikamele one no everybody matter take care of it abaleka amishishi ata I continue and emma hata affect the rapid development. Alabe the via feel chichi that never organ there problem vanwa if me blend the via future in yema that the view general vulnerable emma tamile zooming in on the view this time around.
All right, so care the view for vulnerability unti time yele nufa fear ya he warm lo mitia tanya ya menye doc mi ape conjito le be nufa fear ne cave view le ko ape FDA bon va ko the connection.
Yes. And that's a good question. The FDA, me like the one play cogito. In fact, we are collaborating on a lot of things. But FDA, me and DJC, be me the open care. We me have a mandate as for public health and safety. Atika ike ozana le koji medical devices ike ozana le koji household chemicals ike okona cleaning le koji. Ema kata FDA register ne. That in terms of medicine, so me afraid do doing but you see you can register you can more zan no no the day na more zan o maga poku hichumo that on such days so la me collaborating with Kogio play other health institutions. So for instance we on yesterday Ikenye Nkekianto no Wednesday Ikenye Nkekianto me whole teaching hospital me Open Children's Clinic vaponuna healthcare professionals so vaponuna parents so me do down now and that collaborative effort me ape main goal nyebe patients no safe and emma tie in play me ape general objective of ensuring public safety. And on such a day hani kemi wona nyebe tools yo ikele me provide na healthcare professionals so be na okpo issue ade with medicines ona tika ma ade issue ade va why report na me zanamon popo educate healthcare professionals on these tools and how to use them. For instance, on Wednesday, even some parents so me appear to the Kenya Med Safety app.
Kenya app ade ka call report side effects of medicine so Jilao get the old download app ma can fear be no you call you now article then there's an issue they can just send us a report using the app.
Okay. Let me introduce app.
Yes.
Ikebe wakwa report side effects of medicine so explaining be issue de la ticket enwa.
Madokwe.
Wakwa konami issue so apart from is it if a ticket expire or is about to expire or the date of expiry is
so
almost due.
Okay, the issue so all of banter is about side effects so you can be no ticket reaction at the jaw and you banter really interested in evalia no now substandard product you kill out of specification allow owner product kill expired allow now product you kill counterfeited bio product so you get product you get what demo time more katana at a report na FDA.
Okay. Okay. Menyabe watoanya be wodeme nye kelo alo adume tonye ke.
Yes, mele easy as a client to gake ematami gbona be as healthcare professional na atike amade yepobe yimele result ekpomo. You are treating the person for an infection. Ekpobe infection amele jojumo like there are a lot of questions.
Okay.
Atanya be product anya wodeme. Tami encouraging a healthcare professional so be no learner no experience no report na me also as clients so no now article you are getting any problem la me advice na be go back to the hospital or the pharmacy they are trained they never go kuhinawa they will know that probably this product may be substandard. All this not easy but once there's a suspicion la me encourage now be no report na me can no report na me like then we can analyze the product to be sure be substandard allo
substandard wholesome.
Yes.
Okay. So Jilao kemiele de visio penya gloma Jilao atan aplo vio pe agbeta.
Yes.
Sale no fa fia ya me leke Jilao ape wo pe anno agoka e wale le yo che wako akpogbo be le lamesen hoho me na wo viwa no se anu le dodo nwento no.
Yes, nyambe senyo dema and nenye epogana the problem is that most of the times I mean they no view you they don't even ask questions. Atike normal levinye atike ade levinye nuide what are the possible side effects? Okay, atike normal looking at the possible side effects alternative adelia allow treatment you can be anavinye de looking at the possible outcomes so they is there an alternative? Maybe if that one is better, my child can tolerate that one better. Ne milekoji viola admission. No mnane atika do you check to be sure but is that what has been prescribed for the child? Sometimes medication errors or journal because misidentification. Atika ikamenye viotoa obalema kone. We've seen situations like that. You get the viada ike onglon. Like me actually zinc syrup near over there take a boo different cry care or my prescribe sometimes I journal name me dispensary because I'm also or sometimes pressure layer
yeah doctor
but no now I take care together America now I take agbole now jilabe maybe 2 times daily take it once daily so you should be able to see those things and the dosage you have to look at it and the view take a view for anything unusual any sign quickly draw the attention of the nurses or the doctor. Sometimes because of the large numbers it's difficult to probably pay attention to one person. So they are looking at, they are taking care of this person, they are taking care of that person. So when you see something unusual, quickly let me draw nurse, hello, doctor or whoever is available, pay attention to it. Also, naming we shouldn't allow them to run around touching things. Normally, neck of your elbow if you don't know where you are. Advice you can they can probably take sanitizers along. Once in a while, you sanitize your child's hand. One time, sanitize your hand. Yes. So basically, we should be involved in whatever happens with our children. Let's ask questions. Let me put an unusual. me I throw light on it.
Okay. Everything is lauta ndia FDA to wele mi agbo. E wele nfa fia wom na me kude hihia me godo pen keke yike wodu anyi. Ayo den kona be World Patient Safety Day. If you no la megble you be patient say ide koji open safety day the day no do keke de anyi wa ko nfa fia kude mi ape the day no wonte ne mi de konji alo ne mi le doyo yo hom ga kepe ya meto abe yo ko yo pe susu yo ko dare de vioji kom la pobe nde si ande yike domola de vio kon openya ya wunti emi le enu fom da wutetrewu le ndi ya tope akpajemi ayeji aye mi aga ase egome ale yike wa anyoe be donowo de vio pe akpajia wa akogbo be le de vio pe doyoyo hohome lo pa gbeno keke opete malo abe de vi menono enea moyije wa to be de vio no ide do hope de vio no la meseme hesia ibe ope de vi me pe do lele kwikwi mo mavanye ekuhina ole ope chichimo.
All right, the view, like I mentioned earlier, all very vulnerable, all chichim, open systems, so well developed though. Eta elevate mia alen kudong when we are giving them treatment. Ela be consequences in relation with children. Ela very dire. Nika wa mechichiata we stand there. The vimata we stand. Now the other mistakenly take overdose of a particular medication. The effects on the body as compared to an adult. The view to are very difficult. Open system so open liver, open kidney, matter, alika body ata process. Amechichito I eliminate no the view go sometimes chemical are longer than expected. And no journey what it means is that the vima development impeding. I like doing the viabazu meto as a result of that. What it means never the vima fifi at a disadvantage. Ever potential equal reach matter reach and ever potential. Not to say but I'm equal physically challenged or have those issues or matter reach no potential. So gake at air affect the view and the burden, the economic burden on parents, the clinical burden on the child. Emma okata prevent mile. Emma tami be abe jilao let me promia view ikoje elmi no very vigilant.
All right.
Me collaborate with health workers so alabe me view on all the best of care. Na lenku the patient's charter. Basically talks about like patients so open rights so led fimabe as a patient you have the right to have information about whatever treatment they are giving you. So you have the right to ask the doctor or the nurse or the pharmacist about whatever treatment that healthcare professional is giving you. It's your right. It's not like it's a privilege but you ask questions so it's your right that then you call you and you have any questions so about the treatment ask questions.
Okay. Bia babia ninge be ire koji ole doyo la o megblem yole doyo no namo obeda bia doctor nko nenu yo dejesi nka le wanye atike nam de dokai wadanam kekenene manwe nka agblende le nunya alaga hekuhide ovea obemi bia babia akpe ebe egbe oga efia enumi kele duja alo duja fe akpaji halei mioche mi aton awo menyabe do fede le mi asi mi aton ale enye mi le no phone ko de view pe de no no enya wo ntio.
Okay, le duja gome I think I've touched on it in my hand but it's a semi responsibility. Emma fiabe when you see something or say something ne menye view alo nyama de pevi ekbobe no the via ni ka omole ata hekuhia de vene alo ni ka you can approach the parent aponuchon ne ekpo ikoji ekpo na na ike feel be edefo you can speak to the probably the healthcare professional ne ekpo be mele ready to listen to you after I approach hospital authorities, so happen now. But this is what I'm experiencing, and I'm sure they'll be willing to help you in that regard.
Okay.
I'm a CML one of vigilant in that regard. Not to say, but me a healthcare professional, so they don't have our interest at heart. So that is not the point. Sometimes some of these things happen. Many do a job, but sometimes it's pressure, sometimes it's an oversight, and more journal. So we just want to drive home this point. I'll be very careful. I mean, on this day, me and CM healthcare are very important.
Okay. Akpe. I mean, come here senzi a FDA do pa menya peto goka gameli. Eva fia no me kude World Patient Safety Day wonti. Ta me penya selaw mia ayeji New York atamo fia mia ne mia awo wonti do. Thank you for coming. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Edakbe now, me do bena udo hati mamleo.
You were saying.
All right, me penya selaw me le doji 47 on 7. Ga Andre minute bla enevo Andre egbanye fida megalek blo egbanye fida ne menya o melek betereji now nya gede we mi ko eje mi afa jedudo ogome mi eje gome cho ala ike wonto ado vivide doku owunti alo awo ebe nenye ba zandu dudele oche akodoku okode azandu du meba azane wa avivi now nyebe ne mele ndeke kpo oche atanwade ba azane vivi now ta chola dakulu toli agbe mia ayi ado jijode mi anto mi ado kionu emi va ko mi no vi SHSV ofe no fofo alaike no dogole school ofe focus nyagbe yi o ko dada ya me yo gbora mo sro ho fe plenya o mi be menya so mi ajedodo wala unti be to trone wa va the way the children think, the way the girls are thinking. Neto trone valo peta mesusu unti. And then we chip in quickly. Mega ko audodo choko kokova gede mezereka. La benu yo domi eva le fifie ya de taflache ala baraka. Me vanya le pokra mele miaji demo. Mele nunyire ke efole miaunti yike jidepo anu amelesibe chome nyire bona miasi suke vivieto le mianyo nu viope akpajo tanya gede we mieglo yi mi ko mamle ko dare mijila ogbo be dogan to le miasi miji ne mia awado alomega ekumio do de vio ne wanye de vinyo le miape nuto me na miape nyasla machu mekule hagbe ya ne mi etrogbo mia va gede nyajojo ongolofia o nu yo le dania mia ahel avenami. Take you to the market. Wema Senior High School in Jessica. They are marking their 65 years of academic excellence with a week-long anniversary celebration this October. And the event is starting the 13th of October. The event begins this Monday, so next week, Monday, I guess. Okay, so that's October. So that's 13th day of October 2025, not this week. We're still in September anyway, with the media engagement and radio programs that will be happening back to back. Then we'll have a town-wide cleanup exercise on Tuesday, the 14th of October. And an inter-schools debate on Wednesday, the 15th of October. On the 16th, they have another activity where they'll see all staffs and students rolling into the hospital with donations before squaring off in a no mercy football showdown to run off the day. So these are the activities for the Boeman Senior High School in Jasikan. Then on Friday, the 17th day of October, returning graduates the lead Rivet Up, Motorcade, and Blazing Bonfire setting the stage for Saturday, 18th October 2025's Grand Deba and Prize Giving Blowout. A soulful Thanksgiving service will happen on Sunday, the 19th of October, and sales at the celebration for Boeman Senior High School in Jasikan, their 65 years anniversary. And it is under the theme honoring our past, empowering today's leaders, and organizers say it's ready to show the OT region how a real anniversary is done. So prepare yourself for this anniversary celebration. If you're an old student of Boeman Senior High School, next month is yours. Just prepare yourself adequately and celebrate with your school. At Vegland Enterprise, we are your farming friend. We have quality agri inputs right from the beginning till the end, and we bring you everything you need for thriving crops. We have available at Vegland Enterprise weedicides, fungicides, and all your insecticides to help your crop grow. High quality weedicides to effective insecticides. Your crops deserve the best. Farm tools, sprayers, both for everyday farm activities. Granola and foliar fertilizers for bumper harvest are also available. And don't forget our quality PPEs and latest farm tools, all to make farming easier and more productive. Locate Vegland Enterprise at the RTC Park. At the RTC Park, and they say we are your one-stop shop for nurturing nature. Vegland Enterprise, where quality meets the land. Call them on 0598 362 139, 0598 362 139, 0598 324 458. Let's grow together hand in hand. Vegland, Agric, and more. All right, so let's now share with you what the papers and the portals are saying the Friday. So we have a lot to share with you and taking you to the weekend. It is still the Global Morning Show. If you're listening to us live or watching on Facebook, let us hear from you. And if you're listening to us on radio, send us your messages on 0203 766 500. Okay, so this is the news and view segment on the Global Morning Show. How is it going? I'm sure your morning is already going well. Anyway, HR Time Enterprise. What is wrong? HR Time Enterprise. They are dealers in my girl sanitary pads and my baby diaper. Me penya sala o mi no phone ko de HR Time Enterprise wonti na mi wo kwa gbava dro de hogbo ke me yo ko my girl sanitary pads cover hoga ko baby diapers che ko pere unu be nyonu vio afo wa ple na no vio kule no vio asi chacha to cha me yo jibe yo cha sele ta me bu manyanka si ko be ya cha ti aka kule HR Time Enterprise to baby diaper lo si my girl sanitary pad lo si ke wo eyo pesaza me here chechere ke cover me call food de ke koko evena nyonu yike azan sanitary pad allo de vike wazan baby diaper koko now fika ofe agba ho pele ole CK road Prince Ebenezer Memorial School wonti Prince Ebenezer Memorial School le CK Road yowe Jemia Agedo Akpo HR Time Enterprise store afle agba ko ba ko de wo fia seme o wa delivery afisi afi kenele ba afle ho le honu to mele fiva le mi acha sikplo eye wo ha akponde akọ anodo ki o gbọpọ me mi apenya sala o ga fo sukunu eye atame yo ha le jajara do wom mi expectiti na sukuvio ele be pada dodo no agba me na be no no anyi no chore ho megbe ma anabe wa gbaga no anyi akel eye abe July ne ma kpa vio de me kondo aga no regime na menyo menya kpo nkupupu yo yi yo memile my baby diapers CK HR Time Enterprise to kokovia yenye wo akuhima pe wundodo 0244 279-369 0244-279-369 yenye ope kapo jesia HR Time Enterprise, your menstrual health, our top priority. Now let's share with you what the papers have been reporting on in the portals as well.
All right, so good morning to all of you. Back again for final day of the week, Friday, for the papers. And the graphic is wrapping up the week with the story saying that royal burial at Santihima Nana Konedu Yadom the third, interred at Bema Mausoleum. All right, Bremen Mausoleum. All right, so that's a very interesting, colorful, biggest royal funeral we've experienced in Ghana so far. Nice one there. And also 483,800 students placed in SHS. That's coming from the Deputy Education Minister. And also Ghana has only 139 public libraries, and that's coming from authority from the Ghana Library Association. And also Parliamentary Committee 6 dedicated sanitation fund for its reliable sanitation work in Ghana. And also the Daily Graphic final one says MIF award scholarship to 45 female students of UMAT. And also moving away from there, the Daily Graphic is still reporting. The Daily Guide is also reporting that Asante Hima goes home. Mahama big shots born with Otumfuo, and many people are saying that Otumfuo's power has been demonstrated as one of the very powerful men we have in Ghana.
Every chief
can speak
has their power within their jurisdiction.
They are referring to the number of people, the influential people that came there to shake, bow for him, and all those things.
It's normal.
Shows that he's one of the powerful kings.
I don't see it as an extraordinary status. No. If such, I don't want, perish the thought. Na can you be amenkuta mi off my video megbe. La fisi and fin. Of course, we know the status of the Asantini. I think it's about the Asante Kingdom is about the only a kingdom that is not represented, that is not part of the National House of Chiefs, right? Yes. That is how that he is revered. Gakede is his reverence mostly is only limited to Ashanti region. No vahoing. Togbe apete cho wapele ho. Ashanti hini o wape ma to no ho. Wu togbe apete to. No ide kpando. Akpini awe agbendinami. Kpando dagadu. Kpando dagadua
okpe
dagadua ntoi. Ole kpando o wope. Ela none of the view.
Ela jewu.
Ela hiau. Togbe apede kigenye fiala munu to mekrachi. We are not even talking about Asantini o ofele pando ke togbe ekpekpewo okpento hili. So amese amepro no pe you are a chief, a king in your traditional area. Asantini cannot lord his authority over anyone here in the Volta region or in who same way Togbe Afedo cannot lord his authority over anyone.
Do we revere them this much?
No.
We can make that we can have that conversation. But I'm saying that those who are attempting to elevate the authority of their Santihini over and above every other person, every other authority here in our country are wrong.
Because they say he rules one of the biggest kingdoms in Ghana.
He is not the king. He is not the king of Ghana.
He's not a king of Ghana.
Yes.
He's the king of Ashanti Kingdom.
So
and he's one of the
that is where his authority
we have in Ghana. So that's where his
mostly
influence
is exercised. Asantini ma ton va filede aba exercise. When there is Togbe Apete and the rest of his chiefs, Togbe Apete ma ton de Ashanti region de aba no abokodore ji abeya yin duto.
No jurisdiction em
Tadi kumia gbobe le bubu hebi na Ashanti indi plate yo mede mina me fia oche.
That is why I am saying that the very constitution was discriminated. I mean, has actually discriminated against other chiefs when it gave a status of high prominence to the Asantehene, taking the Asante Kingdom out of the National House of Chiefs and leaving others there. What makes the Asantehene? Listeners, please, you should not misinterpret. Yes, I'm saying that as far as chiefs here in our country is concerned, I want to put them at the same level. Togbe Apede is not more important than the Asantehene. The Asantehene is not more important than Togbe Apede. They are all chiefs. That is why the National House of Chiefs should comprise all houses of chiefs, not only 15 now, instead of 16, with the exception being the Ashanti region.
This man is not calling himself a chief. He said he's a king, and a king, you know, the difference between a chief and a king. He has chiefs around him.
We don't have kings in Ghana.
He said he's a king.
We don't have kings
king
in
of
Ghana.
Ashanti Kingdom.
There is no king in Ghana.
All right, so we'll move on. Move on. But that's a very colorful demonstration of, you know, culture has been demonstrated, tradition there.
I still want to see same. It was done recently at Agotime Kwetwe. It was colorful.
Miatogba in the first week of October.
Of 4th October.
Jubilee
Park.
Every
wow. You so may her soul continue to rest in peace, and we wish God's eternal rest.
Sure.
We'll see the next story here, and also still saying that 15th Asantehene selection starts, and 15th Asantehene selection starts. So they're going to be selecting replacement soon. You know, we hope if in other parts of the world there will be, you know, families clashing here and there, that they want to be the ones
over the successor.
They are the ones, the rightful owners here and there.
That's one beautiful thing about that the Ashanti people.
Yeah.
Hey, ohima Asantima Kugbede. Code 2017. We didn't hear any noise because succession was already cut out.
I think they don't know who is next already.
They know already.
They know.
So this is exactly what it is.
So there's not going to be any conflict, no issue.
Not at all.
No, we've been hearing around.
And those are kingdoms that sit on gold. Mi agbelefi efiado afokpa din afokpa pari kabite pasa gakere
Hiniba cheta pasa na.
Omo hiniba pasa po. They use them for plenty years. Boy, your way le fufu bela egba. Oh, change na yimele okemi community do ko atokwan. Va fokpa pasa. Everything. See, but see that now for back side. Yes, me agbelebe o I pressure. No, that's it. What for feature to? I for fear to near there. I to agbelebe. A guy me like so. I for fear to.
Ala ha to mo fu.
Nyama Charlie, see.
We got to get where it's bad. No, guy, you need to have conversation, but we should have
That is true. Our FIA, well, FI, we do ban. I mean, men for Dora, we do better cake book crop.
No, Fianel Dupola Miasu.
I say, Hohokle Bubu, no, me and the Miantoche Mia.
No, Fia, Ocho Dume. Ya Dupola Miasu Ben Avanimi Doje Kudo Dumongo in Yan. We have no Polebunai.
What message can I feel Bubu?
Ah,
Effie come, say,
Ngogwe module.
Fico.
Akoviepe. Oh, ya over Fiara and another Bogbe. The American Polebunai or Plenia. You cannot be taken serious if you behave like that.
Do visual they celebrate her paramount.
Ekwa.
So
Takemi Dupola Miasu de Minya ya babio. Beno Polebunai no kwera na izoto tu apeme bado moto afobete aputu.
I think it's 90 paramounts, right? And 69 chieftaincy issues.
I don't have those numbers,
Okay.
off my.
So because recently, when
Yes, some new ones have actually been inaugurated. Yes,
the last
recently.
time they had their annual meeting at the House of Chiefs, that's when this issue came up. Omed then no chieftaincy issues 69 of them.
So
So
much.
What I'm saying
So
is
much,
that
so much.
Nyape Fiawe min lomi.
these are all the issues. No, you are Hebubu, don't
Yes.
Mama you know very well.
Me na me pon mi bedi.
if you are the child do me the feature, not a melon.
Hey,
Ya
please,
tamele nya no.
Obenu leme.
If you are the voter original.
Obenu leme.
Ayin gba ko jira ole. Edewe. Ya la yin gba jira.
Ayo.
Edewe ya la mesron we ho. Le yiyi jijo.
Onyare do.
Bojidan.
Bojidan. Water, please, you are still on.
Me be dewe.
Yo,
mic
be the G,
is-
Obejidefa, be the Nyantoji.
Your mic is
Yo.
off.
But the two most reverend chiefs or kings I can say in Ghana now
Are you back?
is here. But let me land with my accolades here. It's Togbe Apede and the Ashanti Kini. They have a lot of reverence
No,
in
you're
Ghana.
at-
Ole zalo.
Oh yes, in terms of influence. I mean, had that degbe na job. I mean,
He's also a man with voice.
those chiefs from the northern region.
outside
And
somebody
then
has
the northern-
influence in Ghana, outside Ghana, Africa, West Africa,
Okay.
any agglomerated, many just Ghana agglomerated.
I don't just your
Locality, many traditional area agglomerated. Influence out of the country, even out of your jurisdiction. You can add your flam water to the avagbo.
now we open Pokpon.
Yes,
Those are those
influence. Two chiefs. You can have lot of
We
reverence
have
in
a
Ghana.
lot of them.
Yeah. But
Well,
topmost in here, talk about the Kule Ashanti. I give them that reverence a lot.
Can we leave this issue
Yes.
now?
All that story is almost on all the papers. So
Okay.
maybe you'll be coming again. Yeah, so also Ghanaian Times say Asantehima goes to the village, and also if they say that the powerful king in Ghana cannot stop Galamsey, then what is his influence about? That's some of the questions we'll be asking.
Your
Well,
most influence after Africa, but his influence is not on Galamsey.
on Galamsey, that make people like Ashatini has all the capacity to stop Galamsey.
You see,
He has
why
all
is
the
he not
strength to
supporting-
stop Galamsey. So why is it
Why
not?
is he not? You
Tell him
know,
Galamsey,
he
yeah,
can
get
do
it.
it. Of course, he can do it if you are able to close down markets.
the,
If you are able
All
to
the
shut
markets were
down
shut down.
markets,
People
shops.
didn't go out.
you know,
I think if you are you are everything there in the Ashanti region, we yellow. So when Ashanti,
So
open
if
the
you are-
executioners, so don't get a
so if you are that powerful and very influential, it shouldn't be limited to only some areas.
levying people.
When there are some, other areas that even have major problems. See, those executioners with what? Guns, knives,
Odugo Klobeta.
really krante. You
No,
are saying that
dole.
you are saying that these guys can fight Galamsey against people who are
In conjunction with
highly sophisticated when it comes to the kind of weapons that
Oh,
they
but
are
their
using.
body when they shoot
The
even go.
influence
I
you
mean, they
have-
have powers.
They should go.
They have powers.
No back to Akatare Mkume.
Only there Tiwa Forest.
No yi. Better not that you were ma to simato damato. No he Galamsey to like Bame. But we'll clap for them. How long have we even been making these calls that have not even been heeded anyway? We have made these calls for a long time. If you are saying that executioners only let to maybe take gbogbo se wele mi aside use it. You see nembe you vote them going yes your che gbogbo logbo but they are channeling the powers of those powers into technology. And we are seeing all of these things over TV
anyway.
Oh yeah, that's a strong point.
Yeah.
So power. How do we make life better through power?
We should harness these things that we have.
Look at me,
yes, into development.
Maybe a soft life now. Me Anton ka we invest call a soft life and na me adokiwe. Egbe. Jeja guy me la si o ya ma play e modo ko dara pe me be no wonde o na yi ke ye nto yo hu sei magazine fun
o ba le kokolo denu me le dudu this is serious gaker kokolo bu mu play fun o play nu si anu ya le du. Okay, so this is a miracle. This very power that you have that enables you to do this, can you use it in a miracle. Can you use it in a way that when your family members fall sick in their house, they don't have to go to the hospital before they feel good? Those are miracles.
Did you come across any infographic yesterday on any of the major platforms, that's the media houses platform, where upon seeing the task force, a fetish spirit who claim to be protecting the Galamsey's flee?
You see? And we understand these guys were using black magic to protect themselves. Can help a magician help
tax force
hello blebe yen joto ile protection now vamento ekile fi me tax force boya o si the one who is protecting you has taken to his heels.
Why can't you even before they get there a signal am no because see your china be order
tombo ba me yo gbo mi alefe tami bu
and if you mo be amedo set over togbe de lefe le pando gbere agben ko so ta de to
Obe parire le we blede. I will not mention the community. Oh no, investigate the agbere kaya obe povito no ba lele eduome. Ho ide eduome o ya pe me ya obe pade emele egbe me. Ho igbe ya o ti ide gba me with an informant. Ho igba wa to pade ele gba me ole dowa. Ebe leke this so so na charge. Pade na we yi black blenu. They were working for him. He was cooking.
Spiritually.
No, physically.
Okay. Security.
Yeah, security. That's Lebra. Call ye black benu.
Hey, power.
Agbele tole nu dana. O danu odin kaka no 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 obi. Ya o serve o du no abo okay. Me adogo cholo. That's all.
Good morning, Global FM. I respect every single traditional rulers in this country, but I wish to say we don't have kingdom in Ghana. I like how they are promoting their tradition and culture and how all chiefs pay homage to him. I wish same happen here in Volta, but out of selfishness, we are here. Thank you, Senda. You did not add your name. 0203-766-500. You can also send us your messages. Indeed, if you will so much power, you can help us fight Galamsey.
Right.
So I'll take the last paper here, and then we do the portals as well. The informer is saying that former Chief Justice Araba Gertrude fights her removal as Supreme Court Justice. She wants to be a justice, not a Chief Justice anymore. Take your Chief Justice. Let me be justice. Delete Doctor Professor from all record. GTech orders NDC chairman. And also First Sky quality work praise. And you can see Mr. Sedi's picture here, the CEO of First Sky Limited. And also Parliament applaud Zoom Lion, improve sanitation condition. And also Baba Kamara diagnoses Africa's problem. We will find that detail on the Informer newspaper.
All right, so from the paper, this is graphiconline.com. 483,800 students placed in senior high schools self-placement portal activated. The Deputy Minister of the sector has been speaking. Dr. Clementa Park has been giving some updates on the situation so far. And so if you've not found or checked yet, you can actually check that one today. This number actually represents the about 82% of the 590,309 candidates who qualify for placement out of the 603,328 students who took the exams this year. And so I don't know whether you've actually gone in there to check for your ward, or maybe you have automatically, or you are waiting for self-placement. But Race to Succeed President Mahama, it's premature to campaign, as Edwin Ketia tells NDC aspirants. Race to Succeed President Mahama, it's premature to campaign, as Edwin Ketia tells NDC aspirants. He's actually been confronted with a question as to what exactly he is actually doing with his thank you tour. The man says that, look, when during the campaign, they campaigned on about two fronts: the presidential campaign, spearheaded by the president and the vice president. I mean, the candidates. The parliamentary campaigns were led by him. And so what he's actually doing is to get to the grassroots, acknowledge their contributions to the party's victory, and also thank them. While doing all of those ones, also energize the base of the party for future elections. Anyway,
it has nothing to do with the rumor that is a bid for campaign for 2028 election and all of those things.
That's his
He has
explanation.
that's his explanation.
That is for party foot soldiers.
But observers can actually observe
You
and
can
connect
read
the
it,
dots.
yes, and cross the T's,
But
whatever you want to say.
time-
He says from him, the horse's own mouth.
Yes,
It's
so we can
premature to
hold
premature.
him for his words.
Words.
But it doesn't also negate the fact that
We'll leave it
people can make their own analysis and draw their own conclusions. Parliamentary Committee 6 dedicated sanitation fund. It's for reliable payment to service providers. It's also here in the wake of the Zoom Lion government sanitation agreement. But Parliamentary Committee 6 dedicated sanitation fund. It's for reliable payment for service providers. More here, Mahama. Remember Akufo-Addo's cane, animal action rights. A blow no yadedo aba edibo tachi no edibo ba enu na edibo tachi atike ukofo aba eya akofo tachi che atike ukofo Akufo-Addo pele MPP atime eke ode kerosene me college of Mahama pele NDC jo. That is from this write up. Mahama, remember Akufo-Addo's cane, animal action, is a columnist here on a graphic.
That's a wake-up call.
Wake-up call, yeah.
It's the same Ghanaians. They
Yes.
voted you
Yeah.
into part.
Yeah.
They'll vote you out.
As a matter of fact, the same people
you.
sacked you in 2016. Brought Akufo-Addo.
Yes, they'll hail you. They'll say hallelujah. They'll say hosanna. But they'll say crucify him.
No, when the time comes for us to hail you, we'll hail you. We have to criticize you or crucify, to use your word. We'll do so. This is the disputed piece of land at the center of the Gbinyiri clashes, which has left 31 people dead, displaced about 48,000 residents. Graphic is interested in that one as well, and so you want to check it out and read and see what exactly is beneath that. But a few more before we go. TUC launches disability needs assessment report. It's also here, but government inaugurates committee to curb cement smuggling and protect industry. Asantima Nana Ama Konedu Yadom's final journey in pictures. You want to check that on the portal. But G-Tech revokes accreditation for 3 programs at Cape Coast based institute of Development and Technology Management. It is also here from graphic.com. John Dramani Mahama is set to visit China next month, October 2025. But council moves to evict Ghana-linked African tribe from Scottish land. We understand that they're actually practicing some religious activities that are alien to the Scottish people.
Why will you do that? I mean, you go to somebody's country and go and take over their forest.
I don't know whether you've even seen the pictures.
There's a spirit that told you people to be there.
Of the spiritual leader.
There's a spirit that told you to be there. So the people cannot sack you if the spirit say they shouldn't go. The law is the law there.
The law is the law.
The law is the law there.
This quote has become very, very, very popular, thanks to Tatiana. No,
Former
I was going to say Tatiana. The
Chief Justice.
get to Tokonu. If you don't fight Galamsey, we will boot you out. That's from the Ghana Medical Association to government. If you don't fight Galamsey, we will boot you out. Korle Bu loses 300 skilled health workers in 6 months. See, that's alarming.
Very.
If one of the topmost health facilities in our country is losing this number in just 6 months,
Korle Bu.
we should be worried. Why are they leaving? That is the question. US deportee agreement needs parliamentary ratification. Yendi MP. Well, the minister says that, well, for now it is just at the MOU level. Once it gets to an agreement level, parliament will be involved.
Definitely.
But Tokonu's return to the bench may be impractical. Professor Apiaje Etua. It was this lawyer who opined earlier that losing her job, our position as CJ wouldn't affect
Her being on the
Supreme Court bench. He's also
It'll be difficult. It'll be a very difficult decision to make, though.
yeah. Tokonu's return to the bench may be impractical. That's according to the professor. But you know,
she's back to court, so
yes, there isn't any qualification to become a chief justice, right? But there are qualifications to meet to become a Supreme Court judge.
No, so
out of
you are not just appointing anybody to be the CJ, right? The number
well,
of years
that
you have
one
served.
is this. Yes, you have to serve for a number of years to qualify. But once you are a Supreme Court judge, you can also become what's the name, a CJ, provided you meet this timeline. But meeting the timeline alone too is not automatic. The appointing authority has a discretion to decide.
just as in her case.
Exactly.
We were told that
There were seniors and they were overjumped for her. So that is it. Let's wait and see exactly how it goes. But it is a very interesting area that we should all be interested in. Now may her lose opposition as Chief Justice Day. Does that affect her position as Justice of the Supreme Court?
The law said it. 1/4 says the Superior Court judge shall be removed based on certain
infractions.
prima facie case.
Yes.
So a Superior Court judge has been mentioned there. So when that portfolio has been mentioned, it means that you cannot be a judge anymore there.
We can't conclude.
Let's-
I mean, but there's been stated in the law.
And that's exactly why she's gone to court.
So she want to
That
Because
well
it's not
decouple.
fair.
Yes.
She want to decouple the Chief Justice
From
the
Supreme Court judge. Yes.
Because
Which-
what brought her into that office as a Supreme Court
Was
as a Chief
that
Justice,
position?
It was because she was
a justice of the
and she
Supreme
was
Court.
appointed to that level.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
now that you are dismissing me as or you're moving me as the CJ,
Chief Justice.
don't
Then
I deserve
automatically,
to still be where if
should
I'm-
that automatically
I'm a
affect
teacher,
my yes?
maybe, and I've qualified to be the head teacher, and it's
And then
attacking
remove
me
you
as
as
a
a-
head teacher.
as a head teacher.
Maybe it
You
might not
still
be
want
the
to
Wouldn't I
same.
still be around and continue teaching?
No, I mean,
You know,
well,
but the scenario
it
to
will be-
some
Well,
people say me soya.
It's good
There's
that
so much lacuna in there.
yes,
Yeah.
it's good that she's back to court.
Constitution.
Let's hope that the
but
court
when
will
she go
actually
to High Court, she should have sent it to the Supreme Court to deal with this
She's
issue.
back to court again. So we are waiting for the interpretation of that article.
Ghana couldn't have accepted US deportees for nothing. Vladimir Enchidanso trying to poke holes in the explanations that were provided by the minister that this wasn't transactional, purely humanitarian, you know. But Vladimir disagrees. But my doctor title not fake. NDC Central Regional Chairman to GTEC. But whenever stepmother pours hot water on girls' private parts over guess what? Bedwetting. So such a stepmother must be picked up immediately.
That kind of child, if you
Immediately.
grow up and then they say they don't have.
adudo da baji menye nuvon yo adudo go ya menye nuvon yo.
About the food review restaurant.
Should I tell you how old I was before I stopped?
No, no, if it started.
It's a sickness. They just find a solution to it. I mean, I'm going to jojo for the reviews. Oh,
our conditions.
It's fine, but the video le few months. Go see.
Yeah.
I made it like 2 years, 1 year, over 10 years, even some to the teens. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, time.
Make a mention.
Did you know about that?
You see, never the VH, but the Pereki.
But I mean, the patients are it has a medical bed wet in a medical condition. So to a certain stage, like becomes a medical condition.
No.
Then you should be consent. Find help for the kid. Gaken. Anyway, we may have to check the level of.
Okay, those days they quarter is. Oh my God, do zavo
yes, you can talk about water.
Oh my God,
we wake up very frequently to urinate. Gaken. Why mega tabo saying
can the video la permit at a certain age. But when of your peto your task we consent.
You should be consent. Never won't talk a viewer hours because the story says this is a stepmother. Never won't talk viewer hours
so
anyway, so our conditions of service have not been reviewed for 8 years. That's from TEU, which is set to strike from today over unmet demands. But those are some of the headlines from citynewsroom.com.
Let's get in a few of the details whilst I take our listeners to the market. Hisense is renowned for providing a wide range of electronic appliances, which includes televisions, chest freezers, refrigerators, air conditioners. They also have products such as laser television, washing machines, smartphones, sound systems, water dispensers, microwaves, blenders, rice cookers, kettle iron, air fryers, and many more. They are one of the top electronic companies here in the country, which are committed to quality of their products, and they proudly give up to 5-year manufacturer defect warranty on their items. Just proudly and conveniently walk into any of the showrooms across the country: Accra, Achimota, Marahia, Bachona, Dansoman, East Legon, Kasua, La Paz, West Hills, Malta, Kumasi, Takrady, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuase, Sunyani, Teshiman, Kanesha, Tamale, and Koforidua, where you can purchase any Hisense product at the best price available on the market. Hisense note: they are best for quality, best for technology, best for energy, for affordability, for durability, and for style. Call them on 0302 550 0000 0302 550 000. Visit their website hisense.com.gh. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people. And at the Prime Estate, the media promotion is still on. At the Prime Estate, the trusted name behind affordable lands in Ho, Shy Hills, or and Dambai wishes to announce to their clients and the general public that their media promotion is on. They are trusted and be working with a number of institutions, including the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Ghana Pharmaceutical Society in Volta and Ote. It is time, and this time of the year, to take advantage of the media promo and grab a piece of land and also become your own landlord. High 18,000 Ghana cedis. Fifie, that's the new price. It used to be 20,000 Ghana cedis. Pengwe 15,000 Ghana cedis now, not 20,000 Ghana cedis. And same applies to Sunrise. Remember, they give you free site plans and indentures as well. Visit their whole office opposite, that is adjacent to Star or Filling Station, in the same building with a Tego Enterprise, and the whole office at KK House, first floor. Call at the Prime Estate on 0248 965 288 0248 965 288, or 0240-048-612. Adipa Prime Estate, quality yet affordable.
There is a very interesting story here about salary disparities of Ghanaian public sector workers. Amedeli, a month he receives over 201,000 Ghana cedis in pensions alone. Same country where someone receives about 514 Ghana cedis for a month for pensions.
This is for the same work done?
Not for the same work done.
Okay.
But the difference staggering, right? Okay.
Very.
But Ghana's pension landscape is drawing attention once again as the 2025 monthly pension league table released by the Social Security and National Insurance Trust exposes a striking gulf in retirement incomes. At one extreme, the country's highest paid pensioner now receives, listen, 201,792.37 Ghana cedis a month, while at the other, the lowest paid pensioner takes home just 514.41 Ghana cedis. The difference is staggering. The top pension payout is nearly as a matter of fact, it's even more than 392 times larger than the smallest. And while the disparity in absolute terms is glaring, the latest indexation reveals another contrast. This is it. Low income pensioners enjoyed increases of more than 25% as compared to jobs about 8% for those at the top. So when it comes to salaries, there are those who are receiving larger amount as compared to those at the bottom. But when it comes to increments on their pensions, those at the bottom have higher increment rates as compared to those at the top.
So it makes a balance.
But even at that, it doesn't balance. It cannot balance.
It's also based on how much
the disparity is already huge. The higher your pay, the higher the pension.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some people also do their own tier 2 and the other ones.
Yeah, those ones are. But this is only for SNIT.
But you cannot be earning 2,000 as a salary worker. You go on pension and you expect to be paid 1,500 for your pension.
Well, it depends on what
just get like 500 or 300 as the record says.
For instance, the highest
something about it.
Pension moved from 186,777.58 in December 2024 to 201,792.37 in January 2025, while the lowest grew from 409,000 to 514.41. That is based on the rate of percentage. 8% for those at the top, then 25 for those at the bottom. The published tables list the 10 highest and 10 lowest pension earners under both Act 766 and PNDC Law 247, with a top tier ranging between 58,031.91 Ghana cedis and 201,792.37 Ghana cedis, and the bottom bracket of 514.41 Ghana to 669.54 Ghana cedis. Now the figures not only highlight how pensions mirror contributors' pre-retirement earnings, but also sharpen the debate over income inequality, sustainability, and the adequacy of benefits in shielding retirees from rising living costs. And so, yes, just as you mentioned, what you receive in pensions is based on your contributions, and your contributions are also based on your salary. Okay, that is where the problem is. Why is there the very huge difference? Public sector workers, we know the categories are not the same.
But again,
Gaken, yes, Gaken. The difference. No.
what goes into
It's
all
too
this,
much.
Yeah.
salary, for someone to determine you are working, you are a nurse, you are a teacher, you are a doctor.
Yes.
Maybe we all have degree, yet our salaries end the
Degree,
same. Masters.
your level of qualification,
Yes,
then
so
there
the
is
level
the
of qualification,
experience,
diploma.
and then your unique skills set. Okay, those are some of the things that determine salary levels. And then the agency or the institution with which you work, this also comes in. But of course, there is
You know, in
always
this
the
country,
base.
people know that some institutions are higher,
More
pay,
lucrative,
Like,
yeah.
when you go there, their salary,
They
what
are-
do they
they are
do
better.
extraordinary?
They are better
That everyone. So people are targeting those places now. If you know
Yeah, okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay then.
But if you know you
Gakere jijo mianto ewelalo. The categorization of service, public service, ekelela article 71, ekelela so and so. Those are some of the reasons for the disparities, and I think that it's about time we looked at this thing again. Mela Mejido, people are breaking their backs to build this country for years. Some have been around 20, 30, over 30 years have been around. Then you see these people, mostly Article 71, and their
After 4
appointees, yes, that come only after 4 or 8 years to leave, and after leaving, they also receive their ex gratia. But in all of these ones, the service conditions that we give them suggests as though these guys are the pigs that drink only the milk. The rest of us, we can drink water. It is not the best. Yesterday we were here talking about how and why people are continuously becoming dissatisfied with democracy. These are some of the things that we are seeing. But me have tailored me for ndeme ajado ayi gandre ami abogaton gaka medola yo gale equal wumi amemamlewe in the animal farm.
all right.
George Orwell,
I think
some
that
animals are more equal than the others. Meanwhile, we are all working on the same field for the collective good of the animal kingdom.
that is why there was an introduction of the single spine for us to find a fair
It's okay
measure
with this
of
own issue.
all those things.
Ekwa.
So those things need to be brought back. Then we have to have some fairness and balance of payment.
I don't know exactly how sometimes we think when introducing some of these things. Of course, the risk exposure levels of workers are not the same.
So those people you can
Those
give
are the
them some
hospitals.
allowance.
Yes,
Yes.
those are the hospitals, and the risk that they are
Cover
exposed
the
to
risk.
are not the same as those at the banks, as those in the schools, and so you don't expect that the conditions will be equal or the same across board. Gakede, I am saying that the differences shouldn't be so pronounced to the extent that no, when you finds yourself in the media and hears that no, the person who is working at the GRA is living an Arabian king of life. I mean, an Arabian king kind of lifestyle. Wouldn't you just sit there and think that no, am I not in the wrong profession? Am I not in the wrong
We
field?
all have the same qualifications.
Yes.
They are working at the
And you mean a
different
teacher?
places.
Yes, and you mean a teacher.
So that's the problem.
Ole ECG low alo teme bude, but look at the salary levels. Huge difference.
And you ask what work are they doing, and people now want to compare the workload. I'm doing more than this people, but yet they and take home salaries more than mine.
Yeah.
After they deduct all the necessary deductions, what they still take home.
Actually,
More than
Betty.
More
mine.
than is more than.
Oh, teacher,
Oh,
they.
hell, double crack, you're not even earning enough than somebody who's there.
Actually, teacher, vacations only. But during vacation period, teachers don't rest.
They prepare for the
They
next.
they prepare their students' academic records and all of those ones. It's just an
Take home.
example
Some
that
of
I'm
them,
citing.
during the vacation before the mark.
They
come
mark,
back for
yes.
your papers.
Mark,
Others are able to
record,
mark and give it
You
to your
know,
record and all of that.
reports and all of those ones. That teacher, they don't rest. Okay, point kwenye bela difference ekpa difference
Alright.
ekpa pension America le de Ghana America le pension ho CD akpe alafa avec lo domenue ya mereche le CD alafa de less than 700 Ghana cedis ho as pension.
Le taflache la me vagblan this non-communicable diseases where they value food and knowledge teaching me how do you take care of
And this
yourself?
data is from Smith.
How do you live
Yes.
a good life after megale active service more? Okay, so
So-
whilst you're also in active service, maybe ochena no jajrado
Afovi plo tete. Afovi plo tetelo. Gakeri. Afoin. Vietoin. Amede course bekela ne teganda make ekele make teganda because of the disparities in salary, public sector salary
so it can
here
be
in our
worked on.
country.
This can be worked on. It's not as
So
if it's-
I have very high expectations for Kosi Prempers Committee, the CRs, the Constitution Review Committee.
Okay.
Let's see
Alright.
exactly what they can actually come out with.
So there's a controversial story I want to bring to your attention from the senior communicator of the Movement for Change, Solomon Owusu. This man, I like him so much. I don't know why.
Let's
Yeah, serious guy. He said he will petition the OSP, or he has already petitioned the OSP to look into Baumia's donation of 300 pickups Navara vehicles to MPP candidates. So the senior, let me give you the senior communicator for the Movement for Change has stated that he will petition the OSP to look into the donation of 300 new Navara pickups made by former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to the NPP. He said his action is to ensure accountability and deepen the country's democracy. And he disclosed that his intention is to petition the OSP together with colleagues like Abu Bakman and Apia Dankwa. So Solomon is claiming that Dr. Bawumia has no financial strength to single-handedly make such a donation of 300 Navara pickups. According to Solomon Owusu, is enough information that all of us know that the salary of the vice president is nothing to go by with to be able to pay for 300 Navara pickups for party members. So he's asking the special prosecutor to look into it, investigate Dr. Bawumia, find out from him where did he get the money from to buy 300
It's good.
pickups for him. And he says that the amount of the 300 pickups figure totaling is $18 million. So that means that Dr. Bawumia was able to cough up $18 million just to pay for 300 Navara pickups for party member. And he said that is very suspicious. So we're supposed to investigate and find out, just as we did for other people. How did you get the money, or where did you get the money from? He also petitioned the OSP, and this is something that has also gotten attractions everywhere.
So $18 million divided by 300, that should give you $60,000 for one.
$60,000.
Yes.
He mentioned here $60,000
For
for
one.
one vehicle.
Okay.
And he's
and
good.
he believes that he doesn't have the financial muscle to single-handedly.
He said
Right.
even if he calculates the money he gets from as a deputy Bank of Ghana
From then
governor
till
till
now,
now as a vice
He may
president,
still not be able to get
he might not be able to
$18
get
million.
$80 million to
So
spend
it is good.
instantly
So it is
on
good
a
that
pickup.
he is, attempting to get some light shone on the development from the office of the OSP. It is good. Gake, if he wants to make the argument based on the man's known earnings, that is where I will want to disagree with him, because you know why? You don't need money yourself to acquire or to get 300 vehicles for a project such as funding or resourcing your party for a political campaign in a very popular election year such as the one we had last year. The point I'm making is that the person is a political figure. Not just that, he has been vice president who's also been eyeing the presidency. Now, he is not an independent person. He belongs to a political party. What I'm trying to the point I'm driving at is that
The flag bearer.
there can be networks of friends, networks of
So why
groups
would
of
we allow
people
the special prosecutor to come up with these findings?
Exactly.
Indeed, he single-handedly, procures
Exactly.
these vehicles, or supported by friends of
some people.
Bawumia.
So these are some of the
NPP.
possible sources that politicians or parties can actually get some funding. So it is good by either OSP, especially if he is not so sure or clear in his mind how he would have actually been able to do this. So beseech the OSP
Open up.
because we heard those allegations that somewhere is it
and we're
Turkey
bringing their religion.
allegations that somewhere is it
And we're
Turkey.
bringing their religion
Exactly.
and
Yes,
something.
exactly.
We had a lot.
Yeah, we had
about
Turkey.
religion. We should just do that. So mianya some of these things. Election gale miango kukuku.
Yes.
We are talking about governor election. People are planning for next election. Election gale miango kukuku.
Yes.
We are talking about governor election. People are planning for next election.
Yeah.
MP Keava, who is contesting who? Flag bearer. All other things, executive, the party internal elections check board. Another one have primaries have flag bearers over election have. So we are still planning elections. So the OSP should be interested in some of these things.
Yeah, so they've already
And
mentioned.
expedite action on them.
Yes.
They've already mentioned a figure. I mean, there was a statistic that was mentioned that if you want to win an election now, we mentioned that
Yes,
$200
$200 million. So he's emphasizing that when these things are happening, it's going to make it look as if the winner will take all. When you have the money, enough money with you,
You can win.
You can win. And those who do not have money, they are going to be disadvantaged.
No
They cannot buy a car.
matter the
So once you
range.
buy pickup for the people, they are going to be informed.
Gadieme.
The fact that they don't even spend their money.
Amofa gawe. And at the end of the day, I mean you better support.
You have to sort them out.
Yeah.
Because eleven learn could or as a candidate, your potential.
Your competence.
And that makes I make a well new contenders way. If you are likely, I'm saying we'll see and we are you are the
have
popular one.
yeah. Then you can
And
get
then
some traffic.
You can get some traffic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only so
I'm
sourcing,
channel
technology,
resources to you. And at the end of the day, you have to sort them out.
Yeah.
But the point is that see the framers of our constitution decades ago anticipated this that never democracy were milling election nyai, and election is a capital intensive area, and so people may seek support from other sources. Kakere,
I think the law
But we
allows that from the citizens.
from within, fine.
From within, a short code
Yes. From
US
within,
code
fine.
or something like that. One more donate guy. I see that.
Yes, Gake going outside or sourcing campaign financing from outside. I see a chitre them out
Because
eye wo na unsen electoral commission bedi. There were audited accounts reports from the parties. That is what exactly will inform the electoral commission whether indeed the financing sources of these political parties and politicians are in tandem with what the law provides. Unfortunately, guys, the EC has failed in that
regard.
Yes.
Tala, we need to count down on that. Ebola, we are going to have a time where there's somebody outside there who has a different agenda for Ghana, will sponsor one particular person.
But you know here, which of
to
the
win the election and influence the person.
Call Ghana for election and defrauding and something.
Yes,
and then it turned back to be the other way around. So
this
is happening.
It's happening.
It's happening,
so
even though the law frowns on it, because the institution mandated to make sure where your audit account and all of that is slipping on that side of the job, that people are taking advantage of it. I'm recommend if you book
if you look at some of the dangers of some of these influences, the contract nyakoye, it goes beyond that. See, Jijo, you can have a president who has been sponsored by such funding sources sitting in his office pretending to be the true head of state of that country. It is not true. Once you are supported, funded so hugely to win, you can be there as a president, but somebody is remote controlling you, the one who sponsored you. Asia with a lot of money calling you President Kofi Gamo. what you want to introduce to parliament, yes. If you look at it, it will be in the collective interest of your people, but
We saw similar thing recently,
yes,
right?
but Charlie, I mean, you cannot do this. If you do this, I mean, do you know the implications for my business? The next election is coming. You will come back to me for funding, and so please, can we look at something else? What else? Then I'll look at something that will be in my interest rather than the interest of your
They
country.
should clearly tell
Those
us
are the
that
dangers.
some of the decisions taken, but they've considered some of these things.
Yes.
Amede, who is having the upper hand, and I'm good. Did you remember
Yes.
that?
I mean, when you do all of
Do you
these
want to
things,
do
something
this? Do
like
you know it
this.
to go against me?
when you do all of these things, you don't
So-
determine how people interpret it. You act, you take your actions. At the end of the day, those who are observing will determine whether your action is in the collective interest of the people or not. So we should be careful.
So the EC should come with
how we work
a
with
restriction.
Electoral
Maybe
commission, yeah,
you don't have to campaign to more than this level. You don't have to even
The
donate.
states should start sponsoring.
Yes, I mean states should sponsor.
I made that point before, right?
The
Like-
budget should be made for a particular party that this amount you are going to use for campaigning.
Let's
You
spend
don't
within
exceed
this.
it.
The
Spend
party will
within
support.
this.
Maybe
Yes.
the states will support. Then citizenry, the lovers, the
Yes,
sympathizers.
As I
all those
put my
things
thoughts
also
on this
apply.
subject as to whether there should be state funding of political
People are
parties.
making that call.
Ready? Okay, so this is a democratic, state, and as it is now, we don't have a cap on the number of political parties that should actually exist, and so maybe in an election year,
The parties keep increasing.
a year or two to elections. So, if you want to fund their activities, political parties, a state fund them. How many of the political parties are you going to fund? When we don't have a
So
cap.
now we're bringing all of those. Let me
should-
accept zones that the state should start sponsoring. Like maybe Yami Ajenkulede
So let
number.
the EC should come and
party,
tell us.
We should
That
have
we
a
should
limited
allocate.
number.
But those
because
that
we can
are-
be able to fund them or support them.
Or maybe those that have met all
The
the requirements of the electoral commission that get your party
Regional
executives at all levels, get your
Offices.
constituency offices at all constituencies, submit regularly your audited accounts. All of this one, then if you are in good standing, then some funding must come from the state. But
those
it
who
is
are
a
complying will
Yes,
benefit. If you
yes,
don't comply, so
exactly.
you'll be forced to do
Exactly.
the right thing. So next time the
Yes.
states, fund you as
but
well.
actually,
So
it will-
even the state funding, if the government in power has a candidate who is presenting there's going to be an influence there. There's going to be a sort of funding more for the
So
government
the
party
conversation-
so it's a
than
conversation that we
the
can
other
have.
person's party.
We have a cap, like the figure should it be?
Maybe we
Should
in
that be
every election
disparities,
year
or we are having a fixed amount
Five
for
Fixed
all of
amount. That's what I would say.
If
That I
it's
agree.
10,000,
10,000,
10,000 for
20,000, everyone. That's all.
whether
So-
you're a big party or a small party, 10,000. How you
so
will
if you
manage
need
it?
more than that, you can go and look for your own
Own,
sources.
yes.
But even that,
But even
disclose,
I want to-
make disclosures.
Even that one, for you to go and look for your own sources, we are going to come back to this point.
So you
where
make your own
somebody is going
disclosures.
to
Who are
assist
the
you
people
again.
supporting you? Which are
Uh-huh.
the people are you receiving funding from?
So you put it in your report and submit to the electoral commission.
And they must be investigated to find out whether we are.
But that is
If you
supposed
want
to be the
represent a
purpose.
whole constituency.
That is supposed to be
you're
the
willing to do
purpose.
some of these things.
The purpose of the requirement that present to the electoral commission or submit to the electoral commission your audited account, so that based on what you presented, we can investigate to see whether indeed you are getting funding from legitimate sources or
You have claimed
money launderers.
documents that
Money launderers, illicit drug traders,
Yes.
Good smugglers.
all those people
gold
are
miners.
funding you.
Illegal miners.
We should do this, Jijo. I am for state funding of political parties, but I know that there will be problems that we may hit along the line. So let's have this conversation. State funding, where we can actually ward off all illegitimate sources of funding for our political parties. But the fear that if their supported candidates or parties win eventually, there wouldn't be that very bad or negative influence
These people
that will
with
be
their black
influencing
money.
our leaders and be derailing our development, at the end of the day, let's have this national conversation.
Okay.
We'll get
There are some advanced jurisdictions where, some allocations are actually allotted or advanced to.
We should just start it.
To parties.
It's the first step is the call. When we are making the call and maybe government realize that or the other stakeholders buy into it. We are intensifying the call every now and then. Maybe you might draw the attention for a consultation, stakeholders consultation.
Sure.
Then we start the regional consultation if only we have the resources to do that. Then we come out with a report. This is the report. If there is a need to send it to Parliament, why you want that CDG? Then they look
exactly, because never state funding now get them in, then it will also mean that you, the political parties, you cannot just on your own determine how the cost of running for elections in your party.
Government in power
is
the government
paying something to you.
They are always using it at the advantage. They fuel their cars. We don't know.
Yes, how they fuel it.
Cars moving all around. You see, all of these things.
Those things are cost. Nebe eduko akpere dunyagbolo haru ple ega be wa ko campaign de. Kemi ahian chebela party here ready. O de lo fo election away. But deji o electoral commission che adeleji labena. Why are you costing some of these things at those rates? Because we want to raise revenue for the party, we want to raise revenue for the commission. So if now part of those your expenses are now being taken care of by the state, why would it still be necessary for you to actually rate those your services, your forms and other things at that high level when the state is actually covering part of that for you?
See, we are getting to a problem. We are getting to a stage where even delegates conference, the number of amount of money a flag bearer will spend in donation to delegates alone.
Yes,
it's a lot of money. And even with that, other side that
of the $200 million that you need. That's a survey. So on the back of the survey, he's
been reacting.
Yeah,
because he's a first timer. He's a youth.
How do you expect Edem Agbana, a young guy like that, to raise $200 million to campaign?
Well, we don't know his pocket, so we cannot say.
No. Let's not encourage that.
He has
$1 million there.
But you can't do it alone.
You can't do it alone. But what you're saying is that
it was tough because he believes that he was saying that we have party members who are no more executives, but they have influence on the election. You have to go and see those people. You have to do consultation.
Party
so you can't go to those people empty-handed.
Of course.
No joy. People are still for.
I don't catch the middle assembly members who catch about the things they do.
They are paying.
They are donating. Only cylinder now, only 200 cedi, 500 cedi, the envelope now. Assembly member. So so we have to start from somewhere. Budget needs to be created for EC needs to have a budget for the party. Every party, if you want to campaign, we have made a calculation that this amount will be enough for you to campaign for this period.
It will still not be enough.
Bring this amount. We will approve this amount for you. Any budget that you spend more than that, will be monitoring you. If you do it more than that, will be sanctioned or you'll be sanctioned. Next year, you are not going to be allowed to contest again. Then we bring some sanity into it.
They will not disclose.
But there should always be a starting point. Tell me there, Akwetian Choin. You know, maybe Ghana to be everything. Jijo, you were there. You were there. The point I want to touch you during that election, by midday there were reports all over the place that turnout was low, right? Okay, so getting to 5 p.m. when the polls were getting to an end, the media started engaging some people around the various polling stations. A popular or a common reason that some of the guys that were interviewed said for their reluctance to go cast their ballots very early was that they were waiting to be paid.
Promise was given.
Yes,
and they are waiting. They were waiting the individual to redeem the promise.
Yes, they were waiting to be paid.
We even heard some people say no money, no vote.
Yes, you heard it.
Heard it.
Akwetia eke bereke ya yola akwetia. You go idoreke po taade egbede. in place of the Ngoyi Doke Yumele Popowi, go by you are candidates. This is how sad. This is how pervasive. Yes, this is how pervasive.
It's not even the political parties alone. The citizens themselves, the people who go to vote, their mindset. Yes, they want to take money.
You always say the thing is they've heard it happening in other places. The next base our thing, and you want us to play the
benefit.
And more about promise way. This time we don't have that confidence in you again, and so we are not going to trust you again. Gakade, for us to also benefit from the state day. The national, small national cake that should be converted into roads, hospitals and schools for us to enjoy it. We would rather keep it in the money like that and give it to us, so that even if you pay the money today, I've gone in to vote for you and you fail to do the road again, I wouldn't. Yes,
you have eaten your future already.
Cheated.
So who are you going to demand accountability from? This is where the accountability, we not being able to demand accountability comes in.
Because you have been paid.
We are selling our power.
Yes.
The little they give us, the peanuts they give us. 1,000 Ghana cedis say now America me sogbolo ame wa chale we ji akwana me alofa de ka blave. At the end of the day gas sogbo.
Yeah.
Ame bubucha gavawa gaho, ame bubucha gavawa gaho. The conversation continues. We'll end it here. Thanks to our viewers on Facebook. Felix Sena, good morning to the GMS crew and the people of whole township. Well, good morning to you too, Felix Sena. And the Isaac say good morning. I'm watching you live from Ehi, the Volta region. Please keep up the good work. Greetings to the people of Ehi. A teacher constitution. We must see. Say heartfelt thanks extended to Asante Man and Ghana for coming together to celebrate the life of the late Asante Hema, highlighting the beauty of shared cultural heritage. The outpouring of love and support is a testament to the impact she had on the community. The celebration was truly an honor. Greetings to Honorable Howard, Honorable Mavis and Cancer Boydu, Honorable Dr. Say Yao Educhum Koka, and then Honorable Mavis Howard Comson. Then we have Pedro Wa Medina Cruz monitoring the best show live from Indianapolis, Kumasi, Tanoso, Kesben Junction. X the main location. It's the main location.
Indianapolis. Kumasi to Kumasi version. So there's a message here from God's Way briefly. All those things are rich cultures in Ashanti, but same people would name it juju if it was done in the Volta region.
Zangatoire.
They went there, yeah. I just did my head. When the real men with powers from Volta, Benin and Togo arrived in Kumasi, all the power men ran into, all the powder men ran into hiding. That's God's Way, who's also spending some time to talk about the threat by the senior high school leavers, that they were going to snatch people's husbands and all of those ones. Anyway, it's a very interesting.
So I have some birthday messages if you're done. Let me just quickly do that.
To go to it though.
All right. So happy birthday to Reverend Stephen Wingam, General Superintendent of Assemblies of God Church. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Honorable Patrick Yabuama, former MP for Kaikui North. Professor Azuma Nelson is also celebrating his birthday today. And also Brenda Eyam Chiagbe, Enam Abuku Dana Vamaga, and also Philip Abraham Akbo, also known as Lord Kenya, is also celebrating his birthday. Lots of people celebrating their birthdays.
Honorable Kerubin Kofi Siga is also celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday to you. And Opete Amesamenya le birthday do Egbekwa. Nyafe haike.
Mr. Chiki.
Nanama in the morning. nana man in the evening. Me just a live up my life and I make my money. Me no worry about anybody. Me just a live up my life and I make my money. Me no worry about anybody. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Fire, fire, make it all down for Kurabasi. 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 Just to concentrate, I win and celebrate. I've been around, I be the one come take. I do the ones that pay. I've been around, I be the shape like Coco. Nothing a man can say when she move around. Rosina want your cake, you want to pop champagne. Turn around, hey, do nana, do nana, do nana. Say do nana, do nana, do nana. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy giddy giddy. Whoa. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Fire, fire, make it all down so Kurabasi. Fire, fire,
It's the
make it
Global
all down
Morning
so
Show.
Kurabasi. Nama dake vya kaneva ama keda lakpa nene nama na uba ye ya nagadama ni masaba uba nyenye de governor nama dake vya kaneva ama keda lakpa nene nama nana in the morning nana in the evening. Me just a live up my life and I make my money. Me no worry about anybody. Me just a live up my life and I make my money. Me no worry about anybody. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy 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 giddy. Fire,
Waking you up every weekday morning. Global Morning Show.
Celebrate. I've been around, I be the one come take. I do the ones that pay. I've been around, I be the shape like Coco. Nothing a man can say when she.
All right,
Rosina want your cake, you want to pop champagne.
you're still live on 105.1. Time to bring you the opinion segment. My guest is seated, ever ready. It's been conversations from the start of the show till this very ending. And thanks to everyone who stayed glued to Global FM listening to the interesting conversation. We're interesting, right? It continues. We are ending it here, moving into the long weekend, and also setting that tone for you to imagine how the weekend is going to be, because tomorrow is the hiking of Dadaklo Mountain. And the celebration continues. Ken Chris Abiola Enterprise are our sponsors this morning, and they have a message. Where to sleep and what to lay your head on should be your priority. I don't know what you prioritize when you are looking for things of this sort. Ken Chris is where you need to go to. You buy your mattresses, you buy your pillows at affordable prices. They have all complete beds, queen size, king size, student mattresses from 20 inches, 16 inches, 14 and 12 inches from quality brands. They also have chalkboards, trunks, traveling bag, leather bags, sewing machines, chairs for church and homes, pillow of all kinds, quality bed sheets, and many more. Locate Ken Chris Abiola Enterprise at Ho opposite Ho Housing Bus Stop, and for all your provisions, visit them at Soko de Lokwe on the Diamond Cement Road. Your lines are activated all the time. Call 0543 322 599. Call Ken Chris Abiola Enterprise on 05433 22599. Ken Chris Abiola Enterprise Bofopa. Okay, Foster Anani is in. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Dija. How are you doing too?
To good farmer.
Yeah.
Our best farmer this year.
Yeah, ma wasile me.
Hey, check bledele.
I'm just doing something small for the family. Some small cassava and then some maize with some small vegetables to just sustain myself and then the family. Okay, we have the hope that go on exactly. Okay.
You're looking forward to that.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Good to have you back in the studio this morning. I hope all is well.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Before we continue, as usual, my common popoy Amado Bena went over studio manager play. I was listening to the conversation whilst coming in, and sincerely I was enjoying it. I call mon popo chaga dog beto hena mi afe agbonuglan le mi afa mugantu mi vieto mi afe regional minister mi afe MP play mi afe MC awele doji alomega kuo doya menye NVL amem no yala. It comes with a lot of responsibilities. Tanenye le nya osecha ejimega de lofu o ya ofe susume nenye be you are amota yovado nchomeno ona pozo sugbo mi no je do yo no gbogbo na be eyi fe ta do jin ko yen be ameki o ke ipo ilalo ameki o ta ile do adola when they are satisfied, then that means if a dream a low, if a target like if he achieve it, yes. And never butame chonyamla ewa dorejini, because when you are a leader and people around you are not satisfied, then that means you are not doing anything at all. So on that premise, meje matorejima do na webe alomega kuo ono yijino nke here place sube ameke o ta o koko dare do pe mawa o han wa pe ji ajeme eyenye the greatest achievement keke wa oche wa atakpo me carriage wo oche lo to sinu wo alomega ku e crowd.
Okay, mi ayeji zreka enya yo lendi ya mi afenya sala mi ade o de go na mi ye mi aho ope mejojuro ikenyi wa me pepepe do da si nyima ndia tonye nyima bi agbe kemi eya ewo enya ope emede. Interesting story here where we saw a video that was circulating on social media regarding hundreds of young people taking to the streets protesting their delay in the Ghana Armed Forces appointment letters. And in the details, it will tell us from the period that we are talking about, the year this young men claim to have been, enlisted or recruited, and they are waiting for their letters. Hundreds of young men and women took to the streets of the nation's capital, Accra, to express their displeasure about the delays in receiving their appointment letters to commence work in the Ghana Armed Forces. The young men and women claim they were enlisted into the Ghana Armed Forces and have been on standby for appointment letters since 2021. The youth, who traveled from the northern, Uti and other regions, gathered close to the seat of government, the Jubilee House, before taking to the streets. They said that they are being given unfair treatment by the government because it has been more than 4 years since their enlistments. They demand that the government finalizes their appointments so they can start working as full personnel of the Ghana Armed Forces. Also, all the protesters who were captured in a video were clothed in white shirts and black trousers, which is typical of the training gear for the trainee soldiers. 2021,
Yeah.
2022, 2023, we had elections. 2024, we are in 2025. Do you think your government deserves this treatment?
Not at all.
Why?
Ijo, I think proud this enlistment process started prior to the 2020 election, and you recalled during that time, if my memory could serve me right, then a member of the select committee on interior and defense, Honorable Agalga, make this same comment in parliament, said that the process was clouded in secrecy, where you just see people being recruited. When they say oh, they bought forms, they are still doing this thing, and we made these revelations that they were doing the thing in secrecy.
That one was for the 2024.
Yes,
2024, before the elections. That's what you were saying.
Exactly. So when he raised the alarm, what the then interior minister, how will I call him, the Accra Commando, Honorable Herikote, said that these were individuals that were enlisted or went through the process and pending enlisting to the training schools. But when you look at the number yesterday, this is not a small number at all. Ami osubo kefia be Kenya keke ogbolo mi vai be ami o do to process eme na be yo le hola e ke mi petenya lakpa. You see, we cannot be doing this thing to ourselves as a nation. Mi kwa me roko do to process me be wa we eje be wa the training ke mi kwa me yoko dara fe me from 2021. Stakeholders always concerned. Ben katape mi na make mi wa do to process and all happen me, and you are recruiting party full soldiers, and when they say it, you don't want us to say it. Now the reality is now done on us. Never jere nebete mi apile popo be nkeke MPP towo during that time yo no mi abelebe enlistment backlog e ke mi yo le hohola everything alakpa. Because if from 2021, 2022, I'm only training, 23, I'm only training, 2024, I'm only training. As I speak to you now, I'm a agriculture gala training, and we still have that huge number of individuals who got a your appointment letter. They went through the process. They said they after you got hello, you vast if you it's a surprise to me. Because Honorable Omanibu Ahmad the late ever nami say government chobe you have processes in place where you are recruit over 12,000 young people to join the military in a space of 4 years. Then that means where every presentation to parliament la make bolebe backlog dekeli olu. When you listen to his statement la make nami nyabe backlog dekeli. So that means where even when they were handing over to the new government la, there has not been this clarification to the new government be amedo le pending be why the training no. If you be the previous government do ko blame yan of ikiwe ko dem be
this happened in 2021.
Yes,
right after the 2020 elections.
Yes, that was, I am telling you that, Betty. Start, you see, the enlistment process is such a way that almost start na ko about 2021 echo. Yes, process it was doing prior to the 2020 election la. Yo one ke pezu super wa blame young individuals go be no vote na weta. That was why they started this process. So bebele ko nyo bele de vie ko deme. Be watch no pero government dey another way. I have somebody from who here. The guy keeps calling me but na you letter lo. I should talk to honorable so that no pere change. Now Amedo Krache, as we speak now la, the age has beat them. Amede during that time obo o check if criminal records o probably clean now menyanke me amiga doto amere o check over health status since that time until now menyanke me oga doto so
it's a whole process.
So for me,
they have been enlisted quickly. This government should,
yes. So these people, I can just tell them that for me, I've not seen any official statement from this Ghana Armed Forces concerning their issue. But the only advice I can give these people is that they should forget about that. When they opened the portal again, Beno Ga or Lismila, they should go back and try afresh. You fall within the criteria as well. They should go back and apply again. Because looking at that process, that time, and for them, one toucher, I feel that they were not smart enough.
Why did you say that?
See, I'm a blame me. Alo I'm a blame me. I hold domi. To me, that I can confidently say because looking at from 2021. Ona mi doctor process ona mi letter be mi training 2021 ke mi wonu mi fo ncho nyanu america message letter pereke bo o la pemo 2022 you were quiet 23 you were quiet election year 2024 you didn't say anything now that government that gave you people the promise ojo the government la you are not coming back to make noise to the current government be no gboho you were they were not smart enough they should like a process came all to Tufia alone came all if marching from Jubilee House and to other places la. They should have done this thing when MPP government was in power because they gave them the promise but you are already dummy. Well, many ago all your joe on for the kebe like Magle government qualified
thing like this. Did you hear of anything like this during 2022 2023?
We didn't hear anything.
Even the election year
we didn't hear anything. So for them I feel they were not smart enough. They should have started blowing this alarm when MPP was in power. So for now, well
so there's nothing you think
I don't think there's not because I think the duration is too long for them wa gbo fifi be government ki nature ko wa howe but now a letter hohola is too long for me because recruitment process is a process that you have to go through. What if maybe doma hi amedo ho epeke ho that time la okay like magbele over chito peji me don kuji in 2017 when MPP came to power after John Mahama lose power. Or recruitment then soldier they were and for them they were even at training not training kake when MPP came to power in 2016 in 2017 la over global process came all to aho howe that time la me kona water la even those maybe amiola apemolo those people were in at the training centers kake over nyaopetera and that time we made a whole lot of noise but the training some of them to weapon handling and when those people go through that process it is easy for them to go into any crime at all because weapon now you are dead danger me dead danger me now they can go out and do whatever they want to do. But luckily for us this time round many ba me do the training approval just that they've given them appointment letters. So
yeah, now demanding for the appointment letters after the enlistment.
Oh, okay.
That's what they are demanding
for. Then probably the untouchable when you do. You cannot be in the house and be waiting for appointment. I mean, don't be now appointment letter. That means there is no contract between them and government even at the first place. You just go through the process. What is the assurance that
So they need their paper, their letter now to work, so that they'll become part of the.
You see, that is why I said they were not smart enough. These individuals, like a they should have done that in the previous government to the previous government. Because you can't be the time is too long. is etefejiji for 3 to 4 years now. Yeah, me wanna na me. I'm ready to be now via now though. I mean 4 years. I mean na neke watch you. Yeah, oche bobo na kwasi data me. But how like ojibe process and job? They were not smart enough. So when they open the portal, I'm sure very soon the portal can get, and when they open it, when they feel they are qualified, they should go back and apply. And I know definitely but nenyebe onya qualify to process emekula. This current government will give them the opportunity but nke ofejijila avame now.
Okay, so let's see how the ending will be after the protest yesterday for these young men and women who are demanding for the appointment letters after the enlistment, the appointment letter to you now be enrolled to be a part of the Ghana Armed Forces. Specifically, these are for the Ghana Armed Forces since 2021. After the enlistment, they have been waiting for government to give them the appointment letters until date. They haven't received that, so they've taken to the street to protest. Away from that story, we have also the chairman, the national chairman of the NDC is in the news, and he says the real reason Nasiru Nketia is embarking on a thank you tour. People are asking the brain behind this thank you tour. Is it a time for him to announce, his presence as what people are hearing that he wants to be? So is that the tactics he wants to deploy? The national chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Johnson Nasiru Nketia, has explained that his ongoing thank you tour is meant to appreciate party executives, cadres, and grassroots organizers for their contributions to the party's 2024 victory, while also reinforcing party structures ahead of future political contests. According to the report, he made this known while addressing party executives and members in the Ikuapem North constituency on Thursday. Nasiru Nketia recounted a strategic division of responsibilities during the 2024 campaign. According to him, the national executives created 3 campaign teams, one led by President John Dramani Mahama, who was then the flag bearer, and his running mate, the vice president now, Professor Nana Genopoku Ajiman, and a third by himself as national chairman. He explained that while President Mahama and Professor Opoku Ajiman focused on the presidential race, he was tasked with steering the parliamentary campaign. Let's hear his quotes. We, NDC, realized that the elections had 2 main fronts, the presidential and parliamentary. It was important for President Mahama to focus entirely on the presidential contest while my team worked to secure parliamentary seats, he said, unquote. The tour will run from September 17 to 19 across 16 constituencies in the Eastern region. Does this explain itself, or still in the minds of many Ghanaians who are believing we haven't seen this before?
Yeah.
So what is what's new now?
One thing I want to say about this is that if not for the respect I have for the show, this platform, I wouldn't have commented on this issue. But because of the respect I have for your platform, I'll do justice to it. I'll try my best to.
Every topic deserves to be digested.
I'll try my best. You see, we're all in this country. You saw how Honorable Nasiru Nketia moved around the whole of these 16 regions in this country to campaign for the NDC. He was here in the Volta region, Whole Central. He was here. I was fortunate to be part of his team when he came to the Volta region, where we went to Shian, we went to Hojo and some other places. So
we were told he was going to the hinterlands.
Exactly. So if after the election, the Ghanaian people have given out this resounding victory in the 2024 election, and he feels that it's prudent enough for him to go around and then appreciate those who helped to secure this victory for the NDC, I don't think it's wrong at all.
The president, has also embarked on a thank you tour.
Exactly.
It's not done.
And he made it clear when you read the story. He said the campaign team, the national campaign team, was in three slots. The president's own, the vice president, and his own. So if the president is also doing his thank you tour, and he feels that probably he can also go around the country and appreciate or move to the places that he went to solicit for vote for the party, to appreciate them for their effort, I don't think it's wrong. So for me, I don't think it's wrong. But creating this impression as if probably the man wants to contest for the flag bearership of the NDC in the coming elections, I think it's too early. It's too early for.
There's no smoke without fire.
No. And sincerely, he himself was interviewed by, I think, Joy News, and he made it clear that it's too early for us to be making those kind of calls, because one, all the people that they are mentioning now, Honorable Julius Deborah, he himself, Ato Forcing, you see, there's a lot.
Minister Haruna.
Yes, there's a lot ahead. A lot can change. And for me, as an individual, a member of the NDC, I know there are very competent people in the NDC that can take the mantle after John Mahama has finished his race.
So do you mean to say there's three names, or there's three people, or the alien names we are hearing?
Yes.
Are not
These are just rumors. Is
you
it?
should just treat it as rumors.
Yes, it's just rumor. Because now, what the NPP are doing, we all saw them. They all came out. Those who want to contest, they are on the field campaigning, soliciting the support of their grassroots to support them to become flag bearer of their party. We in the NDC, we also believe that when the time comes for us to probably open nomination for people to come and file, what if tomorrow, with all these things, that all these speculations that are going on, tomorrow Honorable Asuidu Kentia did not, or has not filed, or has no intention of contesting to become president of this country, where will we go after with this information?
If the otherwise also happens,
he's qualified enough to become president of this country. So far as he's a citizen of this country, he can become president. But let's wait for that time to come. The government is just almost 9 months in government, and then we are now thinking of who succeed the president. No, I think it's early days yet. I think it's too early. If this
how early is it? Because this the president now, your flag bearer, the president now, the leader of the party now. I'm sure he's the leader of the party now. He's in his last term.
Yes.
And you need to start, preparing the grounds for whoever succeeds him. How do you make that person popular?
No, you see, that is why I'm saying that thing. One, the NDC constitution made it clear that when we are in government, we elect our flag bearer 1 year to election. That is what when
you are in government, that's what your party's constitution says.
That is what the party constitution says.
So that will happen in 2027.
Exactly.
Is that a year to the election?
Exactly, a year to the election. Then you wait. We can go through the process and elect our flag bearer. You see, when we are doing this thing, for me, when we are doing this thing, we will come and shift the focus from the mandate or the mandate that the Ghanaian people have given us.
How does that shift the focus?
Because
election, you are still planning elections, right?
They are now making calls that Honorable Julius Deborah, Ato Forcing, the finance minister, Honorable Kujeto, Honorable Haruna, all those people, they are ministers of state that they need to concentrate on the portfolio that has been given to them now, so that they can be able to deliver. So when you want to
when they have any further political ambition,
when that time comes, I know they'll be able to strategize on how to deliver on that one too. But for now, for now. Let's give them the opportunity to serve in the capacity that the president wants them to serve. Being a flag bearer is not something on a silver platter. It's a tedious job, moving around the 16 countries in this country to solicit for vote. It's not something that we can toil with. So when you want to make that look, want to start that process now, then that means the mandate that have been given to them, they will not be able to deliver on it to the fullest. So let's give them that space to do whatever they want to do. My problem is that when that time comes, nobody will force us, nobody tells us who we vote for. Nobody will force the delegates to vote for whoever we feel is qualified to become the flag bearer, or whoever succeed President John Dramani Mahama. Nobody will force us to do that. So let's relax. Let's give some time a chance. It's too early.
Okay.
It's too early. And sincerely, the other time something happened, and I'm blaming the media for all these things.
What was that?
You are the one pushing the agenda.
Which
this agenda.
Oh.
Because when you read the story, Honorable Aseduke didn't make it, or didn't make any statement that he was going to contest for the flag bearership of the.
This is not the first of its kind, seeing the national chairman going.
The other time, I posted a picture on a Facebook where I also saw the picture somewhere that Honorable Julius Deborah was coming to town to do a health work. Just for shaggy reasons, I also posted that picture on Facebook. Somebody from your station called me and was asking me who is behind this this picture, this program. You see, the media wants to they want to push an agenda, and I think it's too early.
You thought the question asked?
Yes, I know where the person is coming from. Are you getting me? He wants to know who, because the health work that Honorable Julius Deborah is doing is also creating an impression that because he also wants to become the flag bearer, he's also doing health work from
with Deborah.
Yes, but you see, it's not necessary for now. Let's wait. You see, Global Info Analytics, I watched their page, and they are also conducting surveys, and then asking who succeed President John Dramani Mahama. They put out names. What if at the end of the day, all those people that they've listed don't have the intention of becoming president of this country? So let's wait. When they declare their intention, we know where to channel our energies to. But for now, it's early days yet.
So we should take him for his words. He's only throwing to thank the king.
Exactly. And I think for thanking the party faithfuls.
And who is funding that? Is the party that's funding the thank you tour, right?
Well, I have not seen or heard where those funds are coming from, but definitely it will be coming from the party, not government. But the government is a separate entity. The party is also separate.
Sure.
So definitely,
but, some of these things happen as far as you are in government. You use the government machinery to your own benefit. No. So whilst this is a novel, we still also want to know how funds are generated for this novel.
There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. People going around to say thank you. Our MP, after the election, he went around to appreciate the people for giving him that mandate. He did his thank you tour, and I don't think he's even done. The last time we did at Dume, he appreciated the people. So these things will go on, and it's just right that when somebody does something good to you, you go back to the person and appreciate the person for what he has done. But trying to push this agenda that somebody wants to become president.
So we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
And take him for his words. Just going around doing what he thinks it's right. Didn't faith that. Let's go around. Let's appreciate the people who actually helped in the groundwork. They were on the background making sure that message got to the people. And so we'll leave it here and move to the next one. Before we take the last story for the morning, Dolin Agriculture Shop is a one-stop shop when it comes to farming. When you visit Dolin Agriculture Shop for all kinds of seeds available, maize, vegetables, cabbage, carrot seeds, cucumber seeds, yellow maize, and many, many more. You also get to buy all agrochemical for weeding, both selective and non-selective, for insecticides and fungicides. And for the selective weedicides, we have for rice, maize, and all vegetables also available. They sell cutlasses and hoes, and they repair your spraying machines as well. Those who are into, pig farming, goats, sheep, cattle, poultry farming, when you visit Dolin, they have everything for you, and their aim is to just make farming easier. They have spraying machines, both manual, electric, and solar spraying machines, and motorized ones as well. Contact them on 020-8120-032, 020-8120-032, and locate them. So fifia wole te po ameve Dolin Agriculture Shop agbele defia se fika kwa agbele menu kopete lekple gbe utiko mo okolonyila hanyila gbonyila misemepe nu opelpea akpola kasime hohoa fi yo no gban apojo ida kamsibe hohoa ba kasime hohoa shop egale ke yo gboga trova Metromas tepe yeyele afo to hover negede Metromas ejenkume Metromas akpo yiwo le efima the Supercare Specialist and Medical and Whole Fertility Center to checkbo henami ape doyo ho henami ape lama semenya ogbokpokpo fu fofo fe nya vijiji fe nya fofo he here o vijiji fe yi o katan lo mi je mi ajivi le koji ke mi ape lama sense anno de dieme le vijiji vo megbe haloku hire ka vedo ku de me fofo unti Mia Adecha Gere Supercare Specialist Medical and Whole Fertility Center Togbo. Ole Trafalgar down. Ye Ojenkume Kings Filling Station. Health insurance. So GAB Health Insurance, Metropolitan Health Insurance, Bakble Premier Health Insurance. Photo dede. Dodo Poche. Ultrasound scan so photo dedo. Ole Wosi Agede Woji. Ayo test oche. Mia Penya Salau. Ope hole fufu mde here okatai hello la lambe na vayo ogbo na iwa akpogbo la mesenya ogome the view amechichi nyonu amechichi nuchu osia wadi chagede yoji kapojesi yijimi aten adoje papolo le 0559 682 898 0559 682 898 alo 0342 290 252 Mie Edogbena Supercare Specialist Medical and Whole Fertility Center Dr. Tokble Epedo Lausia. Next story here, stay out of our rivers or pay the price. Lands Minister to Galamsey. The Galamsey conversation is not leaving us anytime soon until these people leave the forest and our water bodies. Minister of Lands and Natural Resources Emmanuel Amakofibua has issued a strong warning to illegal miners, urging them to stop polluting Ghana's rivers or face serious consequences. It says, I'm quoting, "We are sending a warning to anybody who has been violating our laws and destroying our water bodies. We are determined to turn them blue again." Unquote. And I'm quoting again, "This order has already been given. Stay out, or you do so at your own peril." Unquote. He said when he embarked on an anti-Galamsey operation with officers of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat to patrol the Galamsey polluted Ankobra River from Wiaso to Akango in the Nzema East municipality of the Western region. Mr. Bua stressed that a major shift is underway in the fight against illegal mining, especially activities in and around river bodies. Mr. Bua reiterated that President John Dramani Mahama has directed security forces to take full control of all major rivers in the country as part of a new enforcement strategies. So the last part is reiterating the directive given by the President to security officers to take full control of all mining rivers in the country as part of new enforcement. Remember, the president says all the powers available, we have not exhausted them. But here is a warning from the sector minister to all Galamseyers. How strong is this warning? How deterrent is this, or scary is this warning?
Thank you. I think the fight against illegal mining will not end anytime soon.
But we want it to end soon.
Yes, because we have relented on our efforts to fight this Galamsey for some time now, and it has gone deep down to a level where it is becoming very difficult for the current government to fight. But sincerely, from all the things that this government is doing since the NDC came to power some 9 months ago, I am beginning to appreciate the fact that they want to put a stop to this Galamsey issue, and very soon, very very soon, we will be seeing the impact, the benefit of their effort. Just I think 3 days ago, I think one of the forests was where they were mining has been retrieved from illegal minings. And another measure that the government has taken in place is that now soldiers have been deployed to those forest reserves 24/7. And you know how the soldiers operate. As for them, when they see you, they are not going to question you. They will shoot you, and that one is at your own risk. So this advice that the minister is giving, I will urge all those who are listening to us and are into this illegal mining to listen to him and obey, if only they value their lives. Because just recently, I think it was on Wednesday, when I saw some of the videos, and when the soldiers got there, the way they were shooting, only God knows what happened after. So these people should stop. You see, I don't know what is happening. You are doing something and you know very well deep down your heart that what you are doing is wrong, and people are complaining about it, that what you are doing is wrong. Why won't you put a stop to it? If it were to be something that is right, I don't think they will be complaining. So let's put a stop to it. But I believe strongly that all the measures that are being put in place now, it is going to yield results. Now the Blue Water Guard officials are also now on the field. They are also trying their best. I saw some videos the other time where they went to claim some of the Galamsey site, I say River Tano also. They got there and then they have to burn some excavators and they scare the people away. We appreciate their effort too. They shouldn't relent on their effort. The Forestry Commission is also doing their best. Let's go down, and I think what they are doing now is more or less a state of emergency, because the soldiers are now on the field. When they see you, they shoot you dead or they arrest you, and that is it. We cannot just make it cannot be business as usual. We cannot continue like that. That every blessed day there has to be noise about these Galamsey issues. This government is trying. We are trying our best, and I'm told when Parliament resume, they are going to repeal the LI 2642. That I think
2624
yes
64 something.
They are going to repeal that this thing, that law, that nobody will be given the opportunity to mine or even be given license to even exploratory license. Nothing of that sort is going to be given to them again. So for me, let's support government. That is the only thing we can do. Let's support government. The government officials we are seeing now are not the people doing the Galamsey. I was here, I think on Wednesday. I told you that We can all be doing these things. Government will also be trying their best. But the fact of the matter is that today, if we don't have water to drink, those government officials, they have the resources to export water from other countries, and they can be able to purchase it. But me and you, we cannot do that. We don't have the resources to buy. The best we can do for ourselves is that we preserve the environment so that our natural resources can be there for all of us to enjoy. Apart from that, we are just endangering our own lives. We are just endangering our own lives. It is becoming unbecoming. Now, when they get you, you go and account to your maker for and give him reasons why you are on a river bodies and you are destroying the environment. And I don't think even your maker will be happy with you for the things that you are also doing. So I just want to applaud government for taking this bold initiative. They should go ahead. They shouldn't relent on their effort. They should go after them. Today I heard one statement, Honorable Nyahota Mekulu.
Dr. Togbet.
Yes, his call is in the right direction. Government should go after these individuals. The financiers in particular, they should go after them. When they get you, they punish you. And tomorrow it will serve a deterrent to those who are into these galamsey activities.
All right. We want a deterrent action. We want an action that scares all the people away from going into our forest and the water bodies to mine. It's becoming more devastating and more worrying than we ever thought. And the issues are escalating by day. The time is now, and this is the time to act. So we are waiting for the government, the NDC government, to actually bring to bear a solution to solving this menace. Okay, I'll pick this and then we'll end it here for today. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning, Sister Abigail.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Katongo from the airport.
Yo, Christopher, Ejinami.
Listening to my brother, I think the LIA is very late. If the 9 months now is the office and then the government is now looking, is it a number that they don't have or what? How many months did they use to go to how do you call it? The e-levy. They abolish it. And we applaud them. So they have the number. This time around, the executive, the NDC national organizer, that white man. We read him at Akosia, what you say concerning the galamsey. Government should do. I'm not seeing any commitment in the NDC to fight galamsey because they also benefit the NDC are the financier. So they should stop throwing that into the eyes of Ghanaians. Good morning, Ghana.
All right, I'll tackle that issue right away. Parliament is on recess, but we discussed right here that the minister, they are going to repeal that law, the 2462, the LI, that allows, under the Akufo-Addo administration, allows for mining in our forests and water reserves, has been repealed. So they're waiting for Parliament to, resume, and then that will be worked on. So, Odeida, the processes have begun. Then you say what a me say ya nabe epede dan no anyi kro America maga awo entidowa na wayeji. Hello, good morning.
It's like an
Me oche.
2021, you go for the Victor Doma. Yeah, I'm a mama take home. As you see 2022 by 2024 value. 2025 I'm never even abroad you be we go for the Victor Doma I'm never where. Oh, do you for mama can you go and you for fake like you. Oh, this is a Let's say, my little fellow, I'm not a festival of Madame. Calaboga was out a woman, no way, a mother to my. You want to cover. You do like you decide for that I knew.
Okay.
Corporate David, the shack will not look at Mokata Ghana, Galansi. The Aleko Dominion, yeah, when you have Galansi, Faja, when you have Afaji.
Okay.
Ela banama ko ba insha na bunu la mo ko mi ka de bu la mo de mo fa lu mo fa jimi ta mo ko gbe ko e ti ye nya gbe e ti nya gbe te na so je wa ke nka gada fo ka ta mo ana fo onu do mi na mi a anyị gara seru n'ọkọchị na majimaji bịa ụlọ ọrụ abụọ ma anyị ka atụtụrụ na anyị anyị ka atụtụrụ na onye ntọ ta a na-ejidugwu agbụrụ ji agbagba wa abụọ ata na aba na akpa ejidugwu ya na ofukata ọkpụchiri ya anụ akpa
your former clean akpa na ha galam senyao ekami ekeleke mijiji ha ekami ko echi ọrụ le chacham eye agblede nuku asi chachao a to nto vovo mega vami ochegbo hello good taflache hello good morning me hoto lake ya
good morning sister jo na to secret
yo foima mi se
ko kwanya sababu ndio
ni kwa naolo
na de galam si ko enyagbo enye jona mi ju ko le viwe wa to te galam si aganye di jona mi be ne wa to te galam si kwa ama mo ne le area mawa government awa dudu de kudon
leleke go
mani di jona mi be galam si na na ji sa jo meditate na ne le gana wa tan Geneva ile eyo ma de pete tiela ana fefe tama bunan enya no tie ba do bosusume de sinu kwa pepe fo no bitibiti la fefe be bia agba me ka ve do che o blood same thing tama ba no fo ba eni bo zuwe wa no ne made ke ni bo zuwe ye pe likeja ni ya be likeja aba mo pe dam kileme godo
me ma create a panic nukedeke one let's me official report the Ghana Water Company updating as well. Ta ne nyebe New York tongbe ne chiele mumumu chiele veve dokomiana mi nyebe this period la nu ye joy ke so we forward to them that will continue to make the observation for imam reku ijina mi.
Ta akporo le nyete pe mala ni tete galam se le Ghana wala. Ama ti o za le ko le galam se wala. Enye nyepe eku alamatika ata wuni abejukome viwene ta ima gboro ni ako galamse fight nara akoko de politics no so no ni ko akoko de politics no ko etoto yes ile kama je ma no ta elebe no to galamse ta be so ni ajukome viore ni avo.
All right.
Principal it is sometimes the no name buna tame chunwa evangel general le do for the siade da meda tia apply na do da I da no be age me disqualify ola I da be age le security side it ni be age you alo pe na na disqualify even abikato le ni anka sometimes kola enye ma papa e ni do na e de le na abikato nwa eba luluna so there's a way uko kona mede security service na bana tiano boost em crowd 1 month kwa made 2 weeks made 24 hours made yele de nuka ba juro ba for tanu ma onye de po wa ona na mebu tanu yi da ya made me ho ya made ba ho ni menye tebe ni gbegbele union kake eyi yo kata etro ta nya ho le sia da koko deme lebe galamse awa to na mi to gbene ya be regional minister pele ya MP be edoye wole na mi o ko ya mo na ga ko de tume be wa ke ide ti ni nya ka fu le eji ni avile ape ta jo mi ani do de gbana fo ye lo ko ye egbo le sina ele nko ni se amen
yo ape fo yima mi akoko awunu de jio na egbeto miawe edoto ameyo kata ajibe yo agayo ha taflache gamie esu egba fida mie yede kwasra pe no wo me de ku mia no mi agbo na me pe wona dodio 30 seconds
yeah iyo abe majoa majamon popo ki mako abia jigbe zamboko or I wish me have comrade Deka who always comes to your studios here, Honorable Kerubin Ziga. My common papa, I wish you happy birthday. Abia maufe jogbenwe de sia de ne. Be neno la meseme. Be mi atem award na party awɔ dɔna Ghana kple amuganto me fete kple so miaƒe nke oji mi la me fete miakpɔe eye matɔre adzi agabia kɔsida ƒe nuwo na miaƒe nyaselawo katã dzodagba anye holiday miaƒete miaɖu weekend aɖu holiday etse in moderation kple susu be miaƒete mianɔ lãmesẽ me agava dze kɔsida ke gbɔna me ame kewo ƒete le aɖaklo yi ge mi ɖe kuku no gbɔ dzi na anyi no ku ʋuɔ ble ʋu ayi aɖaklo agakpoe agbɔ miaƒete mianɔ dede ɖe meɖo ŋku dzi eƒe ɖewo va yia mi aɖakloa nu yiwo ne dzɔ le mɔ dzi especially gbɔgbɔwoe amewo va da aha nu me kple tɔwo hafi wogbɔna mede mia dzi tututu o ta me ɖe kuku na wo dzidzɔkpɔƒe mi yi miava nu dzidzɔkpɔ la va trɔ zu vevesese o ta miaƒete miawɔe in moderation kple susu be mia anɔ lãmesẽ me akpe na mia ŋutɔ kple miaƒe nyaselawo katã.
Alright, so moderation miawɔe kple susu awɔ kple mo vevie ɖoɖo hanɔ ŋudzɔ le mia ɖokuiwo me ale vevie ɖe miagbɔ atrɔgbɔ medze be mi sa afɔku nya ɖe kɔ azã lo azã se azã le kɔngbe ta miaɖu azã eƒe nyaselawo akpe na mi miawo wadɔ le kɔsra ya hã me kɔsra yi ke gbɔna miaga adogo ame yiwo katã le mɔ vovovoawo nu ova miaƒe studio mieyɔ le kadzo ƒonu na mi akpe na mi ame yiwo kpɔ mi le Facebook tse akpe miava dzra ɖo nyuie agatrɔ gbɔ gododo egale ŋkɔ nye Joyce dzidzɔ afɔla.